Thank God he didn't take the ultimate decision of committing suicide. He said, let me run away and leave these people, let them perish. Not knowing, Moses did not know that it's a process. That running away is a process of, bringing that his passion into reality. Is God not wonderful? You understand? So, I appeal to each and every one of us. First of all, what happened is the hand of our detractors, but let us not fail to understand that this is a process. Let us stop digging to find where there is fault. Yes, it will be later, but let us first of all unite and make sure that we do the needful. If you are praying, you pray harder. If you are protesting, you protest harder, double. If you are coming out doing any type of thing you have to do, you come out and do it, triple your effort. That is what we are saying here. This is not the time to start bringing, one thing or the other, so that instead of us focusing on one direction now, it will be, this and that, and there goes it. It's very bad. So, as I said, this is a process of Biafra liberation. This is a process. Therefore, we should add to it our capabilities, our own contributions. Do you understand? In order to complete the cycle of the process. Where Moses ran away thinking that, let me leave these people to perish. I don't care again, because these are horrible set of people. These are saboteurs. These are people that don't merit mercy. That is where God will just call him and say, oh boy, where is the wrong to? Now me even make that person sabotage you. You know? Come on, remove your slippers. Where are they? Waiting with the talk. You think, I know your passion. You have a passion of liberating your people. That is why I'm going to. You are a willing tool to me. You are going to be the tool of honor in my hands. So that's it. You are going to face difficulties, that's for sure. It's a process. So try to understand it. And Moses was even more dismayed because he cannot understand. When you are solving some algebra in mathematics. For a layman, it might not make sense. It doesn't make sense. You understand? It's just like solving the equation of the size of the world, of the planet, through mathematical equation. For somebody that doesn't know, it doesn't make sense to him. X, Y, Z equals to E plus this. He said, what is this person doing? But when he finishes, he will now interpret everything. Everything will be interpreted, and it will start making sense to you. Do you understand? So let us channel our energies positively. That is how wise people behave. Everybody is in pain, I'm telling you. Every Biafran. Forget about those saboteurs, because they are also, facilitating the process. Saboteurs, they are facilitating the process. But they are not going free. I saw a video of one saboteur in Ipob, an agent of he met his Waterloo. That is how they are all moving. Not everything that is being spoken on air. That's why sometimes people are saying, what are you doing? Things are happening on the ground. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know. You can see what happened, but you don't really understand it. But people do. They are sabotaging us, and we are also dealing with them. They are meeting their Waterloo. You understand? That is it. Because we need to eradicate sabotage, betrayers in our land. That is why today I'm going to speak on the topic that says the growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land. That is going to be my topic. Please, today we should listen. We should also be wise in our outbursts. We should, let me tell you what is going on. They are playing the Nigerian Fulani government, they are playing on our mentality, on our psyche. You see, this is the time they go to work. Many things will come out. Oh, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu is wearing gusto. He's living a flamboyant life. He's going on living on 5-star hotel. You know, a government will stoop so low in making this type of statements. Do you know the reason? But why can't you ask yourself? This is a psychological warfare. Do you understand? They know that our people, they know how our people feels when it comes to money. That is why they want to bring out that all those things, so that when you will now, anywhere you are, from Germany to Italy to Venezuela down to Malaysia, so money they contribute, so this man, they use my money, they lodge in 5-star hotel anyway, because they know that it is, when it comes to money, the man is highly sensitive, it's weak. That is why, let me tell you, it's not the Fulani Caliph, it's not the Fulani that are bringing these ideas. It's our own Igbo politicians, Igbo people that are giving them these strategies. Otherwise, how can a minister, how can a whole government of the most populated country in black race, in the world, the most populated black country of the whole world, now he stood so low, saying that the leader of IPOB is wearing Adidas. Look at the large 5-star hotel. Don't you think that there is something they want to impart, so that when you hear it, now you start with them say, because they know that is how Igbo man behaves, but they are mistaken. They don't know that even we want more. We want, if there is a 20-star hotel, we want our leader to be there. That is the only way to counter it. And as they say, now you see their irats will continue talking it. You see even their media, all the whole radio and television stations in the zoo, all of them will be repeating it, so that it will enter into your mind. You say, wait a minute. Is it not freedom fighting? They say Biafra. Okay, why then is he going to live in 5-star hotel? All these are lies in order to confuse you, in order to weaken you mentally. Do you understand? Do you understand? You know what they are doing now? You know, for example, if 2 thieves or 2 criminals are being caught, first of all, maybe no proof on them, they need to extract information from them. What do the police do? The first thing they do is to separate them. They will interrogate them differently. That is the first step, in order to extract the maximum intelligence. Now, you know, they will come to this one and say, look, if you want to tell me the truth, you have no other choice, because you are being caught. So in order to bring down, maybe lessen your jail sentences, maybe the judge will mercy because you collaborated with us. So what you are going to do, you tell your brother, your friend, tell me, oh, it's not you that really shot that person. Who pulled the trigger? I know it's not you. Just tell me, it's that person. Or who stole that gold? I know it's not you. You're a good person, but just confirm it so that we write it down. Otherwise, do you know what? You know that your friend there, we have interviewed him. He saw you. He said you are the cause of everything, that he is innocent of anything. So if you want to be Mumu, you continue defending him, whereas he have sold you. Do you see the mind game they are playing? So that they want you to talk. The same thing they tell you, now they will go and tell the other person. Oh, your friend he have betrayed you, so it's better you betray and vomit everything that he is doing. You don't know that when you are vomiting, hey, it's my friend, that they are nailing it. Everything is bouncing back on you, 2 of you. It's a strategy. We understand this. You understand? So all these things they are saying, will go to the aspersions, this and that, is a strategy. They have their saboteurs trying to make sure that they create one type, instead of first focusing on one side. Now they start creating, so that we'll be pursuing shadow, but we are 7 steps ahead of them. We know that our leader was abducted, illegally abducted. Nigeria committed what is called extraordinary rendition. Extraordinary rendition. If you understand, they can, just like one man says, you know. I think I will put the clip, but before I do that, let us pray. The God of our ancestors, we have gathered here once again today in order to speak the truth, in order to expose the lies of our enemies. Behold, our detractors, our enemies. I commit our leader, Mazi Johnathan Kanu, who is in that phase of the process, in the hands of our enemies. But I know 100% sure that you are with him, that nothing will ever touch him. They know that. They are not stupid. They are not so mad like that. Therefore, we pray that this process, oh Lord, that will come out in a very positive way, will bring out the positive result needed. The reason why this process is being engaged, let it, oh God, happen. Be with him, oh God. Give him the heart that you have given him right from this time. Continue guiding him, oh God, in the midst of wolves, but he is more than them. In the midst of darkness, he is the light there. Therefore, darkness cannot do him nothing. To also, God, give us the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding in order to handle the situation, channel our energy positively to the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Be with each and every one of us. Kill those that wants us killed and destroy them that wants us destroyed. That at the end, Biafra will be restored. Nigeria will be destroyed, and through the ashes of Nigeria will rise up those nations that have been caged in that quagmire called Nigeria. In your mighty name we have prayed. You say, once again I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. Today is the 3rd day of July in the year of our Lord 2021. We must continue. There is a clip I want to play before I continue, please. There is one clip I want to play before I start. Remember, I'm going to speak on the topic that says the growth of sabotage and betrayals in our lands today. Therefore, I would like you to listen to what happened and why we say that Africa is a shithole. You understand? Please listen attentively. What the powers to be, or the powers that be, European powers, what they cannot do in their own country, they cunningly push it to one African country, and they and be at the background, and the idiots will carry it out because they have no class. Kenya, first of all, please avoid anything about Kenya Airways, Kenya products, anything about Kenya, avoid it. We will tell them that we are Biafrans. You understand? Avoid it. Do not buy anything from them. Do not enter their flights, please. But all these are ways. When you see some people come and say, "Hey, let us say, what can we do?" These are little. If, for example, you have confirmed your ticket, or you have a ticket, Kenya Airways ticket that is carrying you to somewhere, and this thing happened. You first of all start by even if you are going to lose some percentage of money. Yes, that is the sacrifice. It's all the things we are telling you that you have to do. You have to participate. It's not one way. It should be everybody's contribution. Now you go and retrieve that ticket, they remove the percentage, you don't care. Oh, why you I'm no more going. Please give me back my money. And when they give you your money, say, okay, Do you know why why I'm no more taking your flight, and I will no more take your flight again? You people allowed Nigeria, collaborated with Nigeria. It's a message you are sending to them you don't know. You people collaborated with Nigeria in order to commit extraordinary rendition, illegal abduction of my leader, Mazi Kanu. Maybe the person wouldn't have known about this thing. Now you start telling him or her. That is part of it. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is this, that it is a collective effort. Anything is not only when you come out to talk or come out to do one thing or do, no, anything handy in you is part of it. You understand? If you're a seller of maybe Kenya products, or you want to go holiday, you have booked your holiday, your trip to Kenya, because their main survival resource is tourism. To see Serengeti, go visit Serengeti. That is how they survive, and that is developed. They develop the tourism in their tourism industry. That's it. You understand? So, what you go? You have a plan to go and visit Serengeti. You have planned to, spend so time, 1 week, 2 weeks in Kenya, and this thing happened. And you say, please, you tell your tour operator, please, I am canceling my trip. Oh, what happened? No, please, I cannot go into a country that is committing, extraordinary rendition against my own supreme leader, against me, because whatever happened to Mazi Kanu happens to me. You are now giving them message. You don't know how that message, how far it can go. They can call their boss and say, look at the people are, these people they say they are Biafrans, they are cancelling their trips. So why? It is a part of pressure to the Kenyan government. It will reach him. Do you understand? It's not only coming to shout or do this and that. You do anything that you can, you do it. That is it. Do you understand what I mean? Anyone you can contribute, anyone you can do, you do it. Those that on ground that can protest on ground, do it. Abroad, if you protest, anything is allowed. Do you understand? Those if you can be on Twitter, everybody, you're okay. Anything, anywhere, everywhere. That is what we're saying. Please, I want you to listen a bit, just a few bits.
As well as politician Olufemi Aina. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you for joining us in TCC Breakfast. Now, let's begin with issues bordering on, how Nnamdi Kanu was rearrested and brought into the country. That's where a lot of people, that's one aspect that has generated a lot of reactions. A lot of persons are questioning the legitimacy of the procedure adopted in bringing him into the country. We've seen the reactions from his family. The government insists that it was a collaborative effort between Nigeria's security operatives and some other intelligence operatives, and that was how.
And some other. Do you see how they do? Why can't they mention that some other? Why? Okay.
They were able to, bring Nnamdi Kanu into the country or rearrest him, so to speak. But then
it's not rearrestment or rearrest. It is not. Do you see how they brainwash everybody into stupidity? Every Nigerian. Do you now understand? They will continue saying arresting Mazi Kanu, jump bell, arrest, and it will enter into your medulla oblongata, your uttermost mind, so that every time you ask, is a arrest. There is a difference between arrest. Arrest is a it's legal one. A procedure whereby you are legally, incarcerated, taken into custody legally through arrest warrant, or a legal formal way which you have to pass through the process of the law of legality That is arrest. But did they do that? Did they do that? Do you understand? Why do countries have sanction? Do you know that Iran is under sanction, under some sanction? Iran today. Why was it? Because for them, for the international community, they circumvented the international law, their international obligation. If you understand, in nuclear proliferation. Being a country doesn't warrant you that you have to behave anyhow. There are rules and regulations that hold every country in this planet Earth. That is why we are in a modern age. It's not the time of the wild west when the Europeans can come to Africa and physically kill the King Leopold of Belgium, can kill 15 million people and take Congo as his vineyard and kill any person as he wants. That was during the time of wild west, when there was no modern law, no laws, rules and regulations binding the whole world. But today we have. That is why any nation that is found guilty of circumventing the international regulation, their international obligations, they must put them into sanction. Do you understand that? And that is where Kenya should be heading to. Because they allowed illegality to gross illegality. It's called extraordinary rendition against the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. It is not funny at all. Continue listening, please.
Let's look at the legitimacy. Let's help us understand what is the accepted mode of rearrest.
And do you know that when we talk about legitimacy, do you know that it is this legitimacy that covers even if there is any crime? You have to go through the process of law. But you know, Nigeria, they don't respect even their own law. That is why when a thief is being arrested, they can keep him in police custody for as long as it takes. If they can keep him there for 1 year in police custody, police cells. Whereas the normal constitution, the law of Nigeria says after few days, either 2 or 4 days, you have to take him to court or leave him. But they keep people in illegally. Do you know that if it is a civilized country, once your rights, your legality is being trampled upon, it doesn't matter. Your crime becomes nothing, because everything is being controlled by the process, the procedure, the legality, the way you are being handled. You understand? That is why it is called government. Everything is about the law. Government is being controlled by the law. But Nigeria don't respect the law, their own law even. That is why they thrive on illegality. That is why everybody in Nigeria, all the politicians are all criminals. All, I say all. As far as you are benefiting from, why Nigeria is still existing? Because all of them are criminals. Nigeria is a mafia organization. The politicians in Nigeria, it's just like Cosa Nostra of Italy. You understand? The mafia organization in one country or the other. A mafia organization. That is what Nigeria is. That is why their own politics is using money. They use money. They buy election. They buy population with 1,000, 1 cup of rice. Everything is about money. Internationally, they just name your price. We calculate it in oil, crude oil. You take, do this thing for us. That is only thing they know, bribery, because they are thriving on illegality. If you understand.
Exactly.
Do you know that what happened? It doesn't matter. The illegality contained it. They violated international law and protocols. Nigerian government and Kenya government. We are hammering on Nigerian government and Kenya government because it is the ones we know. We know that we have people backing them. You understand? But we are not going, because the ones we see is the one they use them, and they know that, Kenya they knew that there are consequences. Do you understand? But they engage in it. This is not the first time they are doing it. So that illegality absorb our even our leader should, once he's released, he should even sue Kenya. Do you understand that? Kenya should be sued and compensation paid, damages, heavy damages imposed on them. This is something that can bring up, international sanctions against Kenya. I'm telling you honestly. Kenya and Nigeria. Let us continue listening.
To way that it doesn't breach a person's human rights.
Yes, it's not the person's human rights per se. It's international law.
International law. Right.
And I must say this, it's quite, and I share the view that, look, what the Nigerian government did in bringing NNAMDI Kanu back to Nigeria is extraordinary. Extraordinary in so many sense. What they are saying is that it was due to collaboration between the Nigerian government and other agencies. Well, that is the government marking their homework. And that's not the way to go. And that is something we need to condemn. I'm not saying we shouldn't bring NNAMDI Kanu to justice, but let us follow the proper procedure.
Let us follow the proper procedure, which they didn't follow. Do you see it? Are you hearing it? So that anything that happened, no matter what, that not following the proper procedure have cancelled the case. That is pronto. That's it. It's more that procedure they didn't follow. It has cancelled the case, or it should cancel the case. That is what I want to bring to you. Let us listen a bit before.
And the proper procedure is to have a proper extradition hearing, whereby NNAMDI Kanu
listen, for some people that are saying NNAMDI Kanu was arrested and extradited back to Nigeria, and you look at these people, some of them call themselves intellectuals. You look at them, when you are looking at them, you are seeing zombies and intellectuals. They don't understand. Does it mean they don't understand what is arrest? Does it mean they don't understand what extradition procedure? This type of thing, I said it yesterday, it brought diplomatic problems between Nigeria and Britain. The time during the 1980s when the same late Buhari, when he wanted to circumvent the law and bring back, extrajudicially ship somebody back, Omar Odiko, back to Nigeria. Omar Odiko is a criminal. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. Omar Odiko, yes, he committed a crime in Nigeria. He looted. A crime that, unprecedented looting. He did. But why do you think that Britain defended a criminal? Why? All these intellectuals, so-called intellectuals that are making commentaries in social media and mainstream media, they will not draw inference. They will not draw your attention to this side. No. In that case, Omar Odiko really committed a crime. He stole, looted, committed horrible crimes of looting, and ran away to United Kingdom, to London. It's not ordinary. He didn't insult. No, he committed the solid crime of looting. But why is it that Britain defended the criminal? Why? They said it doesn't matter whatever crime he committed. He's in our land. He's not even a British citizen. He's in our land. We are any person here on Britain. Before, even if no matter what type of crime he commits anywhere, there must be a process for you to take him out. You cannot take him, it's an act. Do you know that it is an act of war? For people to come into a country, commit extraordinary rendition by removing people, kidnapping somebody away from that country, taking him back to another place. Normally, it should be an act of war. That country that committed that declared a war to the country that whose citizen is undergoing this or underwent that. It's an act of war, and that was what Britain said during the time of Omar Diko, that Nigeria committed act of war against them. They say it's a crime. No, that is not the case. We are not talking about the crime. You didn't respect us as a country. You undermined us because we have a procedure. We have a process. You have to bring your case and say, we need this. You are a citizen. Is our citizen. He committed a crime in our land. Please, we want you to extradite him to us. Now there will be a process, and there are many things they will look into. They will go to court. They will call that person and say, come, look at charges against you. And he will meet his lawyer to defend himself in against that extradition. Do you understand? But it wasn't respected. Our people are not thinking in this way. Why? Kenya committed the horrible crime that is an act of war. I'm telling you honestly. He declared on us. Also, if Britain is not hypocritical, Kenya committed an act of war against them because they carried a citizen of them, somebody that is going with their passports. Now they took him back to another country, Nigeria. Mazi Johnathan Chinedu denounced his Nigerian citizenship for a long time. Do you understand? But all these things, they will not tell you that. They will never tell. They'll tell you, no, he's arrested, he's extradited, and you want to maybe repeat what their lies. No way. Get it right. It's extraordinary rendition they committed against us, against our leader, and they must pay.
Be able to explain to a proper court that, look, I must not be extradited to Nigeria because of this reason or whatever. And there's one important point. Listening to the Attorney General and others, nobody has shown us an extradition order that this man should go back to Nigeria and face his criminal trial. And the extradition is a formal process whereby you bring a fugitive who is running from justice from one country back to that country to go and face trial or serve the punishment. And I used the word formal. It is not something you do through the diplomatic maneuvering. Right. It is not something you do by just going there, you pick the person, you put him in the plane, and then the moment they wake up, they are in Nigeria. And in this case, it is very concerning that even in Kenya, the brother said he was speaking Kenya. Yes. That is a credible source. Let's believe the brother. Let's leave others who are saying maybe it was a honey trap or a sugar babe and all this cock and bull story. But even in Kenya, they have a law there. And that law is called Extradition Commonwealth Countries Act. And it has been there since 1968. And for you to extradite, once you pick that fugitive, the best thing you do, you must apply in the magistrate court in Kenya. And the offense in which you want to extradite must be an extradition offense. Kanu is facing terrorism charge in Nigeria. If you look at the Commonwealth Act in Kenya, terrorism is not an extradition offense. And also, most countries, they don't extradite.
Do you know even the charges of terrorism is not extradictable offense, even in Kenya and many other countries, because it's political. Somebody's terrorism. This word terrorism. It doesn't have a universally accepted definition. Do you understand? Because somebody's terrorist might be another person's freedom fighter. That is the world. After all, there is one man. He's a Turkish. He's an old Turkish man whose party or whose organization, allegedly by the current Turkish administration, blamed for the military coup that failed military coup, I should say, some years back. Do you know that that man is still living in the United States of America? Do you understand that? Turkey tried one way or the other in order to make America extradite that man. But America refused. They say he's a terrorist, this and that. He's an Islamic terrorist. America said no. We never see anything about this man as being a terrorist. Your own definition of terrorism is not our own definition concerning him. Do you understand? So that is it. So that is why mostly terrorism, terror, because governments of the world today, mostly African governments, any opposition, they will label you a terrorist. Any person that is picking up, they will use terrorist. Oh, yeah, terrorist. So it's a very common thing. That is why many countries cannot extradite somebody based on the charges of he's a terrorist. What is your definition of a terrorist? You understand? It is political. But Kenya didn't undergo, they didn't, Africa, why Africa is going backwards is they don't respect their own law. They are evil and wicked. Evil draws nations back.
Your offense
is truth. Righteousness exalts a nation.
Such that has a political character. One, two, they don't extradite people if convicted of that offense in that country, right, is going to face death penalty or capital punishment. Even in the UK, you cannot extradite people to a country where they are going to face death penalty to start with. The only way you can do it is to get assurance from the receiving nation that, look, if you extradite him, we are not going to impose the death penalty. If that assurance is not there, they won't. And also, another point is that if you are extraditing them to a country where they are going to face degrading and inhuman treatment, the courts in that country will not allow you to extradite. The Nigerian government, they are aware of all this. That's why they engage in whatever they might have done to get him to, because they know once they bring him before the court, there will be a lot of legal arguments here and there, and Kanu will not come here. And also, it is possible for Mr. Kanu to argue that, look, the only reason why they want me to come to court, because I'm agitating from separation, there are a lot of issues in Nigeria, this and that, they are punishing us because of what has happened in the past, we are being marginalized, this. So when you look at all that, then it is possible for the court to rule that, look, this offense has a political character, and there might be other.
So could this be why he wasn't picked up in the UK, as a lot of persons thought?
Well, if they pick him in the UK, he won't come to Nigeria in a million years. I can tell you that, because I'm a solicitor there. Number one.
Do you see the reason? Do you see? He said if they pick Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, they demanded for his extradition from the UK. That he cannot come to Nigeria. They will not bring him to Nigeria even in a million years. That is why in another country where there is there is another when law says something, another they do another thing. Do you understand? So what I'm saying here is this: Nigerian government, in collaboration with Kenya, they committed extraordinary rendition. Stop helping them by the lies they are dishing out. He was rearrested and extradited. That is a lie from the pit of hell. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Today is the 3rd day of July 2021. We are live and direct. I'm going to go direct to the topic of my submission. It is going to be brief because I've spoken even a lot. Which says the growth of sabotage and betrayals in our land. Before I go on, let me reiterate on my normal comments. Please stop addressing these people as Hausa Fulani. There is nothing like Hausa Fulani as a people. What we have are the Hausa and the Fulani as different people, different races, different tribes. When you are addressing them as Hausa Fulani, you are doing the bidding of the Fulani. Do you understand? You are doing their bidding. The Fulani, they are minority. They are not up to 1% of. Is confirmed. They are not up to 1% of Nigeria population. They are not indigenous. The history of the Fulani presence in Hausa land started only in early 19th century, in 1804, when one Ottoman Danfodio, who was granted a ruga in Hausa land. His parents were there as tenants, and he rose up. He grew up to be an Islamic teacher, just like Gumi. He started preaching the same way Gumi is preaching bandits. Do you see? Do you see it? Gumi is preaching the same way. That's it. They master the art of turning people against each other. The Fulani, they master that art. They defend their own, even if their own is eating people, eating human flesh. They will find one way or the other to defend them. That is one thing, one thing they master, and it's helping them a lot. Do you understand? They turned Hausas into killing each other using religion. Now, Ottoman Danfodio, first of all, started teaching the sons of kings, of King Yunfa, started teaching them hatred against their own father. Do you know that your father is not Islamic enough? Little children, they say, why? Oh, daddy is a. They say, no, it's not a good Muslim. You people should be good Muslims. You are good Muslims. You grow up. If what you have is either you are a good Muslim or you are not. You are Muslim or you are not. There is no go between. As a Muslim, you as a good Muslim, is telling the children, you as a good Muslim, if your father is not a good Muslim, you can cut off his neck and you will go to paradise. He started teaching them hatred against their own father and turned them against each other. This Hausa people, Hausa started fighting each other, forgetting that they were Muslims before the advent of Fulani in their midst. That they need to fashion out their own religion, most Islamic religion. The way France now is trying to fashion their own France Muslim or France Islam to be with their French culture. It's a grand work. People don't know what is out. It's a grand, a secret grand work they are doing. So that, all those basic things, the same way they pacified Christianity. Sometimes they baffle me when people will come out and start say, oh, Christian is a peaceful religion, turn here and they slap you here. I say, these people, ignorance is a very big disease. If you study history, you see the atrocities committed using this name Christian. The word crusade is a very violent word to kill unbelievers, slaughter them, rape them, burn them. That is the word crusade. Crusade, the crusaders. Do you understand? They use that religion in order to conquer many places, conquer the people, force the religion, the ideology on people under the sword. The same thing Islam is doing or has been doing since the advent of Islam in 7th AD, 632 AD. Do you understand? But the Europeans, being very smart, they did a very grand work, of pacifying Christianity by adding so many things in the Bible, so that when you read it, they'll tell you they divided the Bible into Old and New Testament. Sometimes people will tell you that, oh no, they don't know that this is the act of men, brilliant men, smart men. What you call your ideology today is being created by men. The same way Hebrew language the modern Hebrew is the creation of one man. I preach it here. Do you understand? But when you argue, you forget that you are arguing on somebody's ideology. Let me tell you, in the next 200 years or less than, Islam will be pacified or might be pacified. Now you see, they will now say jihadism, they will be taking jihadism. All those people in that generation will be saying, oh, let me go jihadism. Which means preaching, ordinary preaching, sharing Islamic tracts. The same way Christians are doing today. Before, going to crusade is going to war, physical war, cutting people's neck because of their belief, because they are unbelievers. You understand? So people should be wise. You know, when you study history, sometimes you start seeing people as that is highly ignorant. You see somebody arguing, debating on something he don't even know the base, nothing, don't understand nothing. Start debating. You just leave the person in his ignorance and go your way. That's it. So stop calling these people House of Fulani. The Fulani use this religion in order to do what? In order to turn the Hausas against themselves. The same way they are using politics, one Nigeria, in order to turn Biafra politicians against the people. Do you understand? To offer the people in just in a plate of sacrifice to their Fulani caliphate. Oh no, we need to have Ruga. Live peace by peace. One thing, things that are happening. Fulani henchmen that are going around in our areas, killing people, slaughtering people, right from middle bed. They will report it as farmers and headers clash. Most of those people reporting it in the media, they are Southerners. That is why sometimes I baffle, honestly speaking. You know, the indigenous people in Nigeria, they are killing themselves, often, conquering themselves and their people for the Fulani. By the way they talk, by the phrases they use, by their actions. And when you ask them, they say, oh, me, I'm doing my job. The same way the Nigerian military is doing their job, killing our own people. Do you understand? The other day it was in Enugu. When some community youths, they sacked the Fulani headsmen. Nigerian military entered. Are you telling me that the Nigerian military, that there are no Biafra, no Southerners in the military? Oh, what are you telling me? Are you telling me that all this I read the account of somebody, a military officer, fighting Boko. They say, they are not giving us the medicines supposed to as a military. And one of my colleagues have died. Nigeria, I cannot understand how can we do in this country. Fighting for Nigeria is nonsense. This and that. And I look at these people. When you look at their names, it's from Middle Belt to Odudua and to Biafra. They fool there. Always they complain individually. They cannot organize themselves and say no. Enough of all these things. They will be following the Fulanis in order to go and kill their own people in Odudua land, in Biafra land, in the Middle Belt. They cannot say enough of all this. No, you are carrying out your mission. You are carrying out others. Do you see why the Fulani, they take the indigenous people in Nigeria as very stupid zombies? That is why they call themselves HAUSA Fulani. They make you call them. You agree and call them, oh yeah, HAUSA Fulani. When they want to do their dirty job, they will say we are HAUSA Fulani. When they want to reap the benefit, they say no, we are Fulani. We are Fulani from everywhere in Africa. We are one people, Fulani. They will not put HAUSA. When they want to collect billions of naira from Nigerian government, there is a Fulani group. They forget HAUSA. Do you see why they take everybody for granted in Nigeria? Do you see the reason why Madam Fodio say, look at the people, the indigenous people from HAUSA land to to every place, the whole indigenous people in Nigeria. He said, look, we are going to dip Quran in the sea, which means he's going to conquer everybody. Why? Because he saw people there as very cheap. You can manipulate them even with little money. Just give them job, give them work as a newscaster in Chinese television, and the Fulani, they will slaughter with impunity. When the slaughter finish, they will come to news and say, "Hey, say it's a farmer said that's." They will say, "Okay, sir, okay, sir." Remember your monthly payment. Remember your entitlements. You will go to Dubai. You understand? Every year, you have 1 month in Dubai. You go shopping. So that is it. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alhaji will tell them. They will laugh and they will come. Farmers headers clash, whereas their people are being slaughtered. Do you see how cheap people are, the indigenous people population are in Nigeria? That is why little Fulani, little, just look at Nasi Erufai, how immediate. Look at them. Fulani cattle rearers are controlling everybody. All people have to do is every time they come complain, and Mazi Johnathan Chinedu come out and say, no, I cannot only complain, I will do something. And it is the Fulani, as they master the art of manipulation. They manipulated even our own people. They sabotage in order to say, are you there? You are going to be president 2045. You are going to be president. Are you allowing these people Ipob? Otherwise, you are not going to get it. And all of them, they are running. Oh, we want to be president. Ipob presidency. Do you see the manipulative power of the Fulani? That is why they can, rise up, and distribute this propaganda of HAUSA Fulani, and it is talk. Ignorant people, anything they bring out, we start shouting it. Oh, they arrested Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. They extradited him. You see, people start talk. People that you know better, they continue saying it like that in news media. News media, for goodness sake. Sometimes I don't know whether even to say bravo to the Fulani. I don't really, honestly speaking, because they are masters in the game. They are this world is world of manipulation, for goodness sake. It's not only complain. You complain and do something. Not complain. Our leader is in the hands of our enemies. It's not only talking. You do something. Triple your effort. That is what you are saying here. Not looking for who to bring out your venom. Yes, the venom is natural. It will come out, yes, but control it. Let us do the needful first. Now, after everything, now we come back and do the internal judgment. That is how things are done. Please stop calling them the House of Fulani. You understand? Stop calling them the House of Fulani. There is nothing like that. Now let me go direct. I'm going to be very brief. The growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land. You know the reason. Sometimes I used to meditate on this. Why are our people a field for sabotage? Why is it so? Why? Many questions. Why? You plan something, politically. Like APGA was formed. APGA political party was formed by our late leader, Odimegwu Ojukwu. Look at the APGA today. They are Fulani parties. Rochas Okorocha entered through the sentiment that he is going to represent the interests of Biafra. Don't worry, and he rode on everybody's head as a 419er, and people thought that he's genuine. He went in and carried the party, go Abuja, sell it to say, look, all these people, they're worker. Do you see? There is something I find out. People that they are imposing on us as political elites. Most of them never even grew up in our land, in Biafra land, mostly Igbo land. Do you understand? Sometimes it's baffling. You see who pose on them. He made me say, no, you know where I come from Lagos. So, for you to understand, from Lagos, they never, the son of the soil that grew up and go Shube in our land, know what it takes. The sentiments of people, villages, they didn't grow up there. Now they will bring. It must be somebody that maybe he was born in Zungeru, like NNAMDI'S, or born and bred up in Idumota. Always foreign from our land. It is absurd. I don't know whether people have noticed what I'm noticing. People, they promote always. Or you must go outside in order to go to Abuja or Kanu in order to do your boy as a slave trainee. Slave trainee. Fulani slave trainee. You serve them, they will teach you everything as they do Okorocha. Okorocha grew up in is it Jos? That's it. And after, when you want to enter politics, do some, they will say, yeah, this one have riped. They have riped. They send him back. Go back to your state. Go back to. He's our agent. By that time, he have gotten the whole contacts. By that time, he have gotten the whole mindset. Now, when he come back, and people will say, "Hey, he's our man. Hey, he's our man." They don't do the basic check. Run the data of the person. Where was he since? What was he doing? What sentiment did he have in our own culture, in our people? No. This is the problem. This is the reason why there is too much growth of sabotage and betrayals in our land. We focus solely on personal survival, thereby believing on making money by all means. When you say, I will make money by all means, it is highly horrible, and it is detrimental to our collective survival and progress as a people. Making money by all means, by any means, it can put you into betraying your own people. Making money by all means, personal survival, we take personal survival we take it above our collective survival. That is where we got it wrong. The Fulani is different. Their personal survival depends on their collective survival, which is why they focused on the target of their great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. It's just like, collective survival is just building a good government. A good government. When you build a good government, everybody will enjoy. But when you continue, just example of why sabotage and betrayers are too many in our land. Just look at Nigeria. Everybody is going there to look. Nobody loves Nigeria. The love they have for Nigeria is that because there are many cakes. Obasanjo said it, that there are too many cakes in Nigeria to be shared. But do Nigeria have electricity? Ordinary people don't enjoy. No. Instead, you loot. You have very rich people. You have the richest person in Africa from Nigeria. Second also from Nigeria, I think Benga. But you have the masses that are the poorest in the whole world. Can't you understand it? Because they are looking for their own personal survival. Their wealth, their personal wealth supersedes the communal wealth. That is why Nigeria can never exist or shouldn't exist. It can never be fixed. That is what is being replicated in our own side, Biafra. They push everybody into looking for your own personal survival. After the war, everybody started, okay, go to your tent, oh Israel. No person took it as a duty in order to, even behind the scenes, start telling people, look, we are defeated in war once. It doesn't mean that life is finished. Let us organize ourselves. And that vacuum was there until in 1976 when Ohaneze Ndigbo was introduced. The real Ohaneze Ndigbo. They saw that the government that time, I think it was Obasanjo. He saw that, or still go on. He saw that these people, they can use this Ohaneze Ndigbo to raise up Biafra collective survival. The awareness. The what they destroyed, what they want is to destroy that awareness on communal survival in our land. And that is what they succeeded in doing. And the resulting effect is that everybody go and survive anyhow you want, anyhow you can. Make money any way you can, including betraying your brother. It all is business. That is why people even engage in money rituals. They use their mother, their everything to do money ritual. Because you have to make money by all means. Do you see why we have the growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land? Do you see the reason? People now, collectivity doesn't matter any longer. Go and now your mate build the upstairs. Why can't you? Why can't you do it? Yes, it's a good thing, that competitiveness. But they put hand in that competitive spirit in our life in order to destroy us. And that is what we are seeing today. And that is what Ipob, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, is trying to reverse today. And that is why the sabotage and betrayers are fighting hard. You understand? In order to maintain the status quo. When you see people that are sabotaging our struggle, sabotaging us in social media, in this and that, when you look at them, you are looking at the future Nigerian politicians of Igbo extraction or of Biafran extraction. Because these are the people that they will see. Tomorrow they will impose him to be a senator or a politician, representing you. As Omar Sanda, Ike Nwachukwu, he fought on Nigerian side to kill his own people. Now, after when Ohaneze Ndigbo now made him to become he become the chief, representing us, taking us to national confab. Do you see how they are destroyed? If not for Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, we would have been destroyed completely. Completely. I'm telling you. I said completely. They will bring somebody that hated you to the extent of killing you, destroying your lives and properties, kill them, now they bring him, say, okay, later they bring him, say, is representing you. And the people around are clapping, clapping. Sometimes I cannot even understand. Why? Because every man must work. If you beat them, you join them. You have to make money by all means now. Money with the look for, not be any other thing. It's not like that. Your personal survival depends on our communal survival. Can't you get it? Do you understand that? Your personal survival depends on our communal survival. Just imagine. We are Nigeria is a country which many of us use the passport, although I'm not using it anyway. Now, they say Boko Haram. Imagine you land in any international airport. They will use the eye they are looking on. You see Nigerian news about how Islamic terror is full everywhere. Boko Haram, ISWAP, everything. Hell, they will say inside their mind they will communicate. Another potential terrorist has come on. They will tell you stay the other side. But your name is Michael Chibike Okeraf, for example. That name Nigeria has condemned you already. But you yourself, you are even you are against terrorism. Even the terrorists, if they see you, they will kill you. But because of the collectivity of that name Nigeria, you are referred as a terrorist by a foreigner. That is what I mean by collectivity. Our personal interest or personal survival depends on our collective survival. This is what we should understand. If you have an American passport For example, it doesn't matter. Maybe you are sleeping in the streets on the streets of New York. You are homeless, but immediately, maybe one way or the other, they take you. Somebody paid your ticket. He paid you, give you a bonus and pay your ticket. Now you travel to Indonesia, for example. On arrival there, they will take once that passport is covering you. They will give you the highest, collaboration as an American. If you understand, I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. Of our collective survival, personal survival depends on our collective survival. Once you carry that blue passport, it doesn't matter whether you are sleeping on the street in America. As far as once you come outside, you'll be respected. You'll be treated the same way they treat any other American, because what they are respecting is not you. What they are respecting is the passport you are carrying. Do you understand? That is the collectivity. Do you understand? So you are now enjoying when they are calling you, oh, welcome sir, please have a good time, sir. If it is airports that have doubts, they will try to direct you, because they don't want to have any problem with America. By maybe you give a report, maybe they will carry you, rob you or something like. They will, you see a police officer will direct you. No, call, put you into taxi so that he will non-taxi, take the number and take you to a hotel. They don't know that you are a pauper in America, just a homeless pauper. But the respect they give you because of the passport you're carrying, not you. As a Nigerian too, if you want to be a what do you call it? Be a millionaire, a billionaire even in Nigeria. Once you land, once they see that passport, oh God Almighty, another potential terrorist. But you yourself, you are even a Christian. You are anti-terrorist. But they will treat you. You say no. I am from the southern part. They say, hey, Carlos, close your mouth. Shut up. Close your mouth. You are a Nigerian. Do you see how collectivity it matters? But in our own case, after the war, they made sure that they destroy what holds us together, so that everybody will be single. Now fight for your own survival. Now if selling everybody will make me rich, I will do it, no problem. Now the enemies enter. They will take everybody single. They will take you singly and go and tell you plan how to undo your people. Just once you can be able to do this, we will give you money. We'll make you a senator, okay? And you now making money now. Waiting. That is why this undo your people. Just once you can be able to do this, we will give you money. We'll make you a senator, okay? And you now making money now. Waiting. That is why this undo your people. Just once you can be able to do this, we will give you money. We'll make you a senator, okay? And you now making money now. Waiting. That is why this undo your people. Just once you can be able to do this, we will give you money. We'll make you a senator, okay? And you now making money now. Waiting. That is why this undo your people. Just once you can be able to do this, we will give you money.
Now, joining me in the studio is a solicitor in the UK and Nigeria, as well as politician, Olufemi Aino. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you for joining us in TVC Breakfast. Now, let's begin with issues bordering on, how Nnamdi Kanu was rearrested and brought into the country. That's where a lot of people, that's one aspect that has generated a lot of reactions. A lot of persons are questioning the legitimacy of the procedure adopted in bringing him into the country. We've seen the reactions from his family. But government insists that it was a collaborative effort between Nigeria's security operatives and some other intelligence operatives, and that was how they were able to, bring Nnamdi Kanu into the country, or rearrest him, so to speak. But then let's look at the legitimacy. Let's help us understand what is the accepted mode of rearrest in such a way that it doesn't breach a person's human rights.
Yes, it's not the person's human rights per se. It's international law.
There was a perturbation, but we must continue. So, as I was saying, remember the topic of my submission. It says the growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land. Due to the fact that our people focus solely on personal survival, thereby believing on making money by all means, which is highly horrible and detrimental to our collective survival and progress as a people. This is the reason why the kidnapping of our leader is bringing joy to some people. Some Ipob Biafrans, I'm telling you. And you look at this, you say, look, these people are, what type of people are these? When the Fulani, they are defending their own killer, even killers. What makes you different with the Egyptian or with the Hebrew that told Moses, oh, you have come to kill me like you killed the Egyptian yesterday? What makes you different like that? Do you understand? The Fulani is different because their personal survival depends on their collective survival, which is why they focus on the target of their great-grandfather Ottoman Fodio. Whatever the Fulani they are doing, remember, they always remind their people that, look, they should never lose focus on the target of their great-grandfather Ottoman Fodio. This is the reason why anytime you see even Atiku Abubakar, he went to the tomb of his great-grandfather to pray, to ask for his blessing, to come and conquer you. And you see people, southern indigenous population clapping for him. You should video him, oh, he went to pray. So that he is, what is praying, reciting in their Fufude languages, please, I want to give me power to conquer these people in, as I am entering into this political office. Every Fulani, they do that. It's a ritual. It doesn't matter their party affiliation. Do you understand that? But our own is, we always cast as passion. We always try to be, divided. Talk to, who are you to talk to me? Are you paying my bills? What a mess of a people is this? The growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land. You see people rejoicing. When, do you know, Sheikh Gumi, he said in national television that the bandits, they are not criminals. They are, it's a situation that made them to be behaving like that. Even Nasir El-Rufai, he said something. Let me check it. Let me check it. I don't know. There is something I want to read, but I couldn't see it any longer. I couldn't see it. Where El-Rufai said that Nnamdi Kanu, that it's not like bandits. They are different. After all, Sheikh Gumi told you that, look, the bandits, the Fulani killers, they kidnap just making money, just to make money, so you should clap for them. These are people that understand what it means to be collective interest. They defend themselves. They defend even their killers because they are the people that give them that audacity. Okay, he said, El-Rufai said, El-Rufai, Boko Haram bandits should not get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's treatment. Do you see their mindset? You know, you look at their mindset when they speak. Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai has said that Boko Haram terrorist bandits should not be treated with the same sweetness applied to leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Do you see it? Do you see it? They are defending their killers. Why you are rejoicing for crimes against your own people? Extraordinary rendition, criminal abduction. When your people are killed, you rejoice. That's it. Who is stupid? Tomorrow you come and say, no, I am wise, I am intellectual, I this, I that. But cattle rearers are ruling upon you. Do you know the secret? The secret is that they are forced. They are making money by all means. That is the secret. They are together. What happens to one set, it happens to other. Do you understand? It doesn't matter. They can come out and this one is PDP, this one is PPC, this one is APC, this one is DDA. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How, in our land, our people, they respect their political parties more than their people. That is how bad it is. All these things they are the cause of sabotage. That is why they cannot, gather together to do something. This one will say, I'm happy. They will make sure that defend their party more than their people. It is very, very horrible. This is a time where all of us together with as one in order to do the needful. Be doing your own, I'll be doing my own. Let us do something and be focused towards one goal. First of all, our leader must be released, and Kenya must be punished for what he collaborated. The money, the crude oil they promised them, we must make sure that they see it hot, that you don't touch Biafrans and go scot-free. It is impossible. As our one of our leaders said earlier today, Mazi Johnathan, that let them ask those that touched our leader, arrested him in 2015. Where are they today? Let them make researches, because you don't touch. You will be hearing stories in Kenya. It is, because you don't touch a they can use you. You know how things are funny. You know how things are funny. You can be used. God can use you to punish Israel, punish God's own people. But after everything, God will still turn around and visit you for being used to punish his own people. It is something that is absurd, but it's truth. It's reality. They can use you. After all, Judas, what he did is prophesied. He helped in setting out the process, because without him betraying Jesus Christ, there wouldn't have been even Christianity. There wouldn't have been his death. You understand? So everything would have been. So somebody must have done it who should have done it. So Judas is. But what was the repercussion? Yes, he fulfilled the promise, the prophecy. Yes, but wrath was visited upon him and he committed suicide. Do you understand? He didn't even use that money. That is the reason why whenever you see a divine gift, a divine person on a divine mission, even if you think that you blocking him is also God will use you to block him, don't even run away. For people that are rejoicing, our leader that is insulting, they have arrested him. It is not arrested, they kidnapped him. But this your rejoicing, this your joy, so-called artificial joy, will turn into mourning. I'm telling you honestly. mourning. Mourning. Iruju. That is it. Because no person, during the time of the old Israelites, God can punish them when they sin. Sin will abound in Israel. And God will use one country, one kingdom, the Moabites or the Hittites. They will come and invade Israel and kill them and slaughter them. They will say, oh, we have won. After all, God uses us also to punish them because they are sinners. Okay. After everything, God will also remember, say, it's you people that touch my anointed people. He will slaughter them. Do you understand? So do not even be a tool, a saboteur in what you are doing. Vendetta. Oh, now I have happened. Listen, that your joy, that your artificial joy, that your joy, it will not last long. It will turn into mourning. So the other, first of all, is we must make sure, in order to showcase to Kenya government, to Kenya, that look, you dare not touch Biafrans. You boycott anything boycottable from Kenya. That is the first step. And we should be doing more. More. We should be doing more. Triple our efforts in many ways. Twitter, if you are praying, if you are protesting, no person is putting a lead on you. You understand? Anything you can do. That's it. Because our leader must be out of that place. Our leader, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, must be out of that place. He must be. So, what am I trying to say? It is high time. It is high time we continue being strong. Do not allow anything to draw you back. Our enemies, they want us to be crying. That is why, when you call, cry, no. Don't show our enemies that you are weak. Don't show them that you are weak, please. Show them that you are stronger, that you are very strong, that they cannot make you cry. That is it. We are in freedom fighting. It's different processes. When our leader was there in Kuje prison, people laughed. This is the end. They don't know that we were moved after they were shocked that IPOB was elevated to another level. And when Operation Python Dance came and the people were killed in our leader's house, they say, hey, our leader disappeared for more than 1 year. No more. The same people rejoicing, the same saboteurs rejoicing. They rejoice. They will call you and say, we are on a leader now. The worst thing is that you people don't even see, they didn't even see his dead body, his corpse. But they were shocked when he resurfaced in Jerusalem in another level. Today, the same thing. They cannot learn. How can they learn? After all, Satan moves around. He goes here, he fell. He continues, come back. He go another place. That is how it is. You understand? Because they are also, without negative, there will be no positive. Negative and positive must combine for electricity, for current to flow. Do you understand it? With only positive, it cannot work. So what we are doing, why it's working so well, is because we have people that can come and cajole. So don't take it as an offense. It is part of the process. Positive and negative. Now the current will flow. That is it. sabotages, the growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land, because we focus on the wrong direction. But IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came here in this platform in order to correct this wrong notion of making money by all means, forgetting that our collective interest is number one first, is what we should focus on first before our individual interests, because our individual progress depends on our collective progress. Do you see in Nigeria, the Biafran land, Igbo part of Biafran land is the richest part per se. Do you understand? Per capita income, the richest. Do you understand? But we have nothing. We are not satisfied, because that is not our limit. You know, sometimes they tell us, "Oh, we are marginalized. Everybody is marginalized in Nigeria." We say, "No, no, no, and no." In the northern parts, they put everything they are doing, even if it is what do you call it, police station, it's federal government, they build it. In our land, we contribute money, communities build police stations and give to federal government, and you are not talking about it as marginalization. We build schools, we had end money, we build school. No federal people don't even bring all these things to the table. They don't know. They don't see it as, because we have taken abnormality to be normal. We build schools, primary schools, secondary schools, and now we hand it over to the government. Do you understand? We build police stations and hand it over to the federal government. Do you understand? Whereas in the north, if any slightest in any community, any place they build anything about federal government, no community money is there. It's federal government direct pump money. Do you understand? And you are telling us, no, you are not marginalized. Everywhere is marginalized. No, after all, you are the richest, you are the most rich part of Nigeria. No, because we work hard and harder. But that is not the limit. You put ceiling in our head to be our limit. That is it. Do you understand? It's just like maybe you want to compare bicycle with a jet aeroplane. You understand? The bicycle will be running, you will be running highest, but there is no way you can compare it to aeroplane. It can run maybe 50, 60 kilometers per hour, highest. But jet aircraft can run even supersonic, more than the speed of sound. So everything have their level. If you give them the fragrance, if you carry a jet airplane that's supposed to be flying on the air, you put it in a bush. A good jet aeroplane. Say, oh yeah, run. He cannot run because he's in a bush. It's not in his own. In his own track. He can't run. You are limiting him. You can enter into the aircraft staying in the bush. You know, it has AC, everything is working. Now you tell him to fly, run. He cannot fly because he's not in his track. You understand me? You see an animal that a kangaroo in a bush, you will jump and even pass the aircraft. It doesn't mean that animal passes, he can run past the aircraft. No, but because the aircraft is not on his track, that is why he cannot perform. You understand me? So Biafrans were in Nigeria, they say, oh, we are doing, but no, we never even do 100 of our capacity, because we are limited in Nigeria. We are limited, our capacity, we are limited in Nigeria. The ceiling is our limit. Do you understand? Now, when we organize restore our own nation, organize good governance, that is when you will see us, when you see Biafrans in their capacity. That is when you put an aeroplane, put it in a tarmac, open tarmac, say, oh yeah, go. There you see that it can fly. There you see that it can run and fly and, you know, go to more than 1,000 kilometers an hour. But you put him in a bush, in a forest, or in a desert with no bitumen, rock everywhere. You tell him, oh yeah, run. If you go, he crash. He cannot move. That is our situation in Nigeria. That is what I want all the saboteurs and betrayers to understand. That there is no way we can perform in Nigeria. It is impossible. Stop betraying. Stop rejoicing when our people are being killed. Stop rejoicing when you see that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is extraordinarily abducted. Do you understand? Stop that, because it's sabotage. You shouldn't be making money by all means. Our collectivity is superior to your own private survival. Do you understand? The Fulani, they are sacrificing everything for their collective interests. Their focus is there. What is our own focus? If not for the coming of IPOB, if you ask an average Biafran or Igbo man, what is your focus? What is our collective focus in Nigeria? You say, oh, he will talk to you about Nigeria. Nigeria, nothing. You know, nothing concrete until we came. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came. Started putting our focus, you know, straight. But if you ask a Fulani man, they know their focus. Their focus is to what? Is to conquer others. Is to make sure that they continue the conquest, the ideology of their great grandfather. They can achieve it. They are trying to achieve it through many ways. That is why they dispatch headsmen from Middle Belt to the south, and in the media they are calling it farmers headers clash. There is one place I saw one comment. One man, I mean, I don't know whether Fulani. It's a northern name, you know, a Muslim northern name, I should say. But he said something. He posted something. He said, look, if the northerners, the northern elites, if they can recall the south, I mean their herdsmen from all over Nigeria, from Middle Belt to the south, recall them to the north, and each northern region or state will create ranches, organize everything, that they will be producing milk and meats and distributing all over the whole world, from Africa to the whole world. It will create jobs. He listed many things, and you know what I commented there? I see it, I laugh. I say, yes, it's a good idea, but this, your elites, political elites, the Fulani elites, they cannot allow it. They rather continue allowing, they are saying, because it's a grand agenda. They are using their headsmen as foot soldiers to conquer, to grab land, for land grabbing, and nothing more. So how can they lose their focus? Do you understand? So we must do what? We must curtail the growth of sabotage and betrayers in our land. That is what we are doing. You might not be hearing it, but it is going on secretly in our land. They are pointing, those that are pointing fingers at us, those that are rejoicing in our suffering, or for our rejoicing for our sufferings, you know, secretly they will be going down. Our leader was abducted with the help of Kenya, or by Kenya even. I know, with the covering of another powerful country, which I always say I speculate to be Britain. But you know, the one we see is the one we talk. It happened in Kenya. Do you see how Africans are, how they can lie? Now that everybody knows, it is being confirmed that it's Kenya. How can the ambassador of Kenya that lied the other day that it is not, it didn't have, bring proof? How? You know, it's a cheap lie. You know, all these things matter a lot. This is why black race, they don't progress, because they lie. They know how, you know, they master the art of lie. Useless lie, not even lie that can bring something positive. cheap and useless lies. You understand? When you are watching something, they tell you this is, we are watching something white. They say no, it's black. But you are watching it. They say no, no, no. Because they can talk it out. They can speak it out. They speak. You know, what you are watching is not black, it's white. They don't have no dignity. You know, when a country cannot have dignity, they don't care. They don't care. It's a low life for Kenya to come immediately on press conference, look the world, look the camera in the eyes and say, no, this is not nothing like that happened in our land. Bring proof. Because they believe that we cannot bring any proof. They are mistaken. They don't know that we are Biafrans. We are working on many other things internally, honestly. And they will see it. But first of all, we must boycott anything Kenya Airways, because it is what is thriving there. I don't know, they don't produce anything, I don't know. It's only tourism. So we should boycott all these things and show them that, look, what they did it to Biafrans. That after all, NNAMDI'S even protected Jomo Kenyatta when he was pursued. Do you understand? The father of this man, Uhuru Kenyatta, he was a freedom fighter when he was fighting for the liberation of Kenya. But it's a pity. It's a pity. This is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to open my lines. But before I do that, please, I will go on a few minutes break.
Now, joining me in the studio is a solicitor in the UK and Nigeria, as well as politician, Olufemi Aino. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you for joining us in TVC Breakfast. Now, let's begin with issues bordering on, how Nnamdi Kanu was rearrested and brought into the country. That's where a lot of people, that's one aspect that has generated a lot of reactions. A lot of persons are questioning the legitimacy of the procedure adopted in bringing him into the country. We've seen the reactions from his family, but government insists that it was a collaborative effort between Nigeria's security operatives and some other intelligence operatives, and that was how they were able to, bring Nnamdi Kanu into the country, or rearrest him, so to speak. But then let's look at the legitimacy. Let's help us understand what is the accepted mode of rearrest in such a way that it doesn't breach a person's human rights.
Yes, it's not the person's human rights per se. It's international law.
International law. Right.
And I must say this. It's quite, and I share the view that, look, what the Nigerian government did in bringing Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria is extraordinary. Extraordinary in so many sense. What they are saying is that it was due to collaboration between the Nigerian government and other agencies. Well, that is the government marking their homework. And that's not the way to go. And that is something we need to condemn. I'm not saying we shouldn't bring Nnamdi Kanu to justice, but let us follow the proper procedure. And the proper procedure is to have a proper extradition hearing, whereby Nnamdi Kanu will be able to explain to a proper court that, look, I must not be extradited to Nigeria because of this reason or whatever. And there's one important point. Listening to the Attorney General and others, nobody has shown us an extradition order that this man should go back to Nigeria and face his criminal trial. And the extradition is a formal process whereby you bring a fugitive who is running from justice from one country back to that country to go and face trial or serve the punishment. And I used the word formal. It is not something you do through the diplomatic maneuvering.
Right.
It is not something you do by just going there, you pick the person, you put him in the plane, and then the moment they wake up, they are in Nigeria. And in this case, it is very concerning that even in Kenya, the brother said he was speaking Kenya.
Yes.
That is a credible source. Let's believe the brother. Let's leave others who are saying maybe it was a honey trap or a sugar babe and all this cock and bull story. But even in Kenya, they have a law there. And that law is called Extradition Commonwealth Countries Act. And it has been there since 1968. And for you to extradite...
I have somebody on WhatsApp, but please, you allow me to make the announcement of our lines, please, before I continue.
Hello?
Caller, please hold on. Stop shouting hello. Our direct line is +1 213 328
I can't hear you. Hello?
6224. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp line is +61 405 142 547. Our WhatsApp line also on Signal line is +61 405 142 547. You can call us now and give us your view, but remember, remain focused. That is our watchword. Focus. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Are you there? No. You can call us now and make your point. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Mazi Johnathan, good evening.
Welcome to the program. Please, can you off your listening device?
Hello?
Go on, Mazi, please. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear? Does it mean that your people are not hearing me?
Mazi Johnathan, good evening.
Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? No. It seems they are not hearing me. Wait, I'm going to restart the phone, please, because that is what I used to do. Let me restart the phone. You can also call on Signal, please. You can also call on Signal, WhatsApp, and direct line. I'm restarting the phone. It seems people are not hearing me. We must continue. My goodness me. My goodness me. The caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Are you there? Caller on direct line. What is happening? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on, please. Caller on Signal. Are you there?
Yes, I'm the Mazi. Good evening from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thanks to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Johnathan, calling from my location. Mazi, I must thank you for the good work you're doing. Chukwuabiama will bless you, and Chukwuabiama will make you see Biafra. And also to my leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S, Kanu, the great hero of my own time, whom Chukwuabiama has sent to do this marvelous work of liberating and restoring the kingdom of God on earth, Biafra. In his own time, Chukwuabiama will see him through. Chukwuabiama will lead him until Biafra is restored and even beyond. He will lead, he shall see Biafra. Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu shall see Biafra. He said. Mazi, thank you for the good work you're doing. And
please, caller on WhatsApp. I will come to you. Hold the line.
Mazi, good evening, sir.
Yeah, Mark, thank you for the good work. And also to, just like the topic you're treating, the sabotage and the act of sabotage, it is an endless seed in our land or in the human history. Just that it is ineffective in our land. But the only thing that will cure this, the only thing that will cure this very disease and madness is restoration of Biafra. Because we will have a working sovereign state of Biafra that every individual is busy with his or her life, with his work. Where would they have time for gossip and sabotage? When in a sovereign Biafra that every fund in your account, money cannot just get in from anywhere anyhow. So, but I keep praying every day and asking Chukwuabiama that I wish Biafrans and those that are planting or are nudging this very act of sabotage or sabotaging this effort, I wish God can open their eye and see what Biafra will be and see the kind of nation Chukwuabiama is trying to restore in Africa. They will be very happy. So I just want to urge every Biafran and also to our leadership, please, what we need more especially now, nobody should blame anybody, but what I'm seeking and asking from our leadership is, please, we need just direction, please. What is direction in the sense of the one of the most valuable way we can do great, we can do massive is also by Twitter. And if you are doing it individually on your own, if maybe I go to Boris Johnson handle and write something about it, it will not give a push. If our leadership is just like we did it in 2015, we can just bring a list of Twitter handle of those that we know that matter and make it public. Say, Biafra, follow this handle, go there, write this thing. Just go there. So if every governmental head in those countries that matters receive up to 5,000 tweets from one single topic, from one single people, I believe it will yield more results than individually just going and tweeting and writing the order of what our leader or about the adoption of our own. So please, what I'm asking is the leadership should give us a clue, a direction, those Twitter handles, what to say, so we will flood their Twitter handle by this. That is one. The second thing I'm suggesting is this very massive protest. Please, we need to plan it massive. The whole of Europe, we can choose one place and we will put out and go there, wherever their location is, we will go there and live. We will go there and be there for days. I just want to take those in UK. They are doing great, but we need to fire more. Protest in real life and protest in Twitter is the most valuable way that can secure the release of our own. Mazi, thank you for giving me the time to work on my question.
Mazi, most faithful. Thank you very much. And I think DOS also, Mazi Chinedu announced a Twitter handle during his speech 2 days back, and I think I will get it and announce it back. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my leader, Mazi Johnathan. My name is Christopher. I'm from Angola. I'm happy. Yes, I'm we in Angola. We are in Suru, but notwithstanding, Kenya government and the British government have stolen our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But notwithstanding, I want you to publish it well so that the Nigerian Biafra people will show Kenya people that way evil. No area. Kenya Airways, we should boycott it by all means. From any country we are. I'm from Angola. I will publish it from here in Angola. And I want everybody to read Biafra.
Mazi, sorry, let me ask you, Madu Abuchi.
No, my name is Christopher.
Okay, I don't know. It's a mix up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say something about the saboteurs in Nigeria, in Biafra land. Mazi Johnathan, I know that you can hear HAUSA, and I know you have lived with HAUSA people. You know that Fulani people, they have saboteur like we also Biafrans. But the difference is, the difference is that immediately they find out you are saboteur, you will not last another day. Immediately they will kill you and kill your whole family. Take like for example, Excelency is an opposition to their ideology. That is why they turned him and put him into prison. The Excelency did not do anything. He did not do anything. But that is why they put him in prison. Former INEC office in Kanu, I have forgotten his name. They killed him, killed his family, killed his children with the generator. They told us that the generator killed him, the boom of the generator killed him and at the night. But we know that it is the government that killed him. So, Mazi Johnathan and the Ipob all over the world, Fulani people, they have saboteurs. But they don't to last even one day. Immediately they find out that you are saboteurs, they will deal with you and they deal with your family. That's why they are moving. But we saboteur, even our leader NNAMDI'S, he loves everybody. He loves our saboteur. Thinking that they will repent today, they will repent tomorrow, they will, that is they are moving on. Destroying our struggle, destroy our effort. If you come here in Ghana, feel sorry for the type of suffering we are passing through. I'm sorry for the whole of our women in Biafra land. Because many of our women, we are all lost in every country of the world. Now, Mazi Johnathan, I want you to make it publicity in Biafra or elsewhere that anything in Kenya, we show Kenya that we Biafra, we are the Nigerians. The whole country of the whole world where they are saying Nigeria, we are the Biafrans in the whole world. So publicity so that we boycott anything boycottable from China, the Kenya airline, so that they will know that they are dealing with people. Thank you, my leader. God will bless you.
Thank you. Please, I'm not a leader, I'm a broadcaster, please. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. And God will protect our leader Nnamdi Kanu from another coven of Nigeria. I call that country coven. It is not a zoo for me. Because in some countries, if you go to the zoo, they feed them in the morning, feed them in the afternoon, feed them in the night. But Nigeria is different from the zoo. I call them Nigeria a coven. Nigeria is a very horrible coven for everybody that has entered it. Here in Angola, from February to January, we have light, we have water, we have everything. In other African countries. Now they call Nigeria the giant of Africa. I like it for the giant of hopelessness, giant of uselessness. That is what
they call my brother. Please round up. Thank you.
So God will bless everybody. Call Ipob. God bless you, Mazi Johnathan. Goodbye from here.
Thank you very much. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Are you there? Welcome to the program.
My name is Unfortunately Wisdom. I'm calling from Ghana, the Ghana National PRO. How's there like what your topic is saying? You see, Biafra land is a place that they have
please hold on. Once you call, I didn't talk to you. Please, you keep the line and hold on. Know that I have somebody speaking. Please. Go on, Mazi. Call on signal. Go on.
So what I'm saying is that we have factory of betrayal where they produce betrayal. So people in Biafra land will begin to feel like to be begging for them to be a betrayer, for them to give them contract so they will betray Biafrans. But one thing is certain, that in this struggle, after the struggle, every family, everyone must give account of what they do or what they does during Biafra restoration. You know, what I'm saying this evening is that we Biafrans, we Ipob can never forget what Kenya government have done. Kenya government is now #1 enemy to Biafra restoration, and we can never forget that. You know, Ipob in our dictionary we don't forget and we don't forgive. Once you come against us, we must come against you. We must boycott all the boycottable of anything made in Kenya, their airways, whatever that concern Kenya. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, all over the world should boycott Kenya. Let them see that we are Biafrans and we are all over the world. You know, one thing is certain: those rejoicing that our leader was kidnapped, I want to assure them that nothing will happen to our leader Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. He must survive. We have survived it before and he's going to survive again. He must come out health and healthy. And I don't pray for anything to happen to him because I know that nothing will happen to our great leader Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. So what I'm saying is that those rejoicing, like politicians, those that want election to hold, they will see our madness this year. Let them come and do election. We don't election in Biafra land. We can never do any other election. The all election we are waiting for in Biafra land is referendum. They should give us a date of referendum. When we conduct the referendum and fail, which I know that we can never fail. But if we do referendum and we fail, we know we have failed. But then coming to do election, we can never tolerate any election. They should give us a date of referendum and they should conduct a referendum. Let's do it and go. You know, let's do it and go. Some people that are talking rubbish. Someone, your name is Chukuma. You are in Enema, you say you are in Niger Delta. I ask you, what is the meaning of Niger Delta? Then I started from your name. Can you tell me the meaning of Chukuma? Chukuma, is it the name of Fulani? Or Chukuma, is it the name of HAUSA? Chukuma is Igbo, and Igbo is Biafra. And we are all Biafra. And even so-called Niger Delta. What is Niger Delta? Niger Delta don't have any meaning. Telling that we are Niger Deltans. What does it mean? We are all Biafrans. We are Igbos, and we are Biafrans. You know, we can never deny our origin. I am a Biafra and I must continue being a Biafra. I'm not a Nigerian, I'm not a Niger Delta, but I'm a Biafra. Mazi, I want to pray. I pray that Chukwu Kadema will preserve and keep our leader Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. The eyes of the evil one shall never see him. Elohim knows the reason why he sent Mazi Johnathan Chinedu back to the DSS dungeon. And this time around, he's coming with victory. And the victory will be for Biafra restoration. Because there we are reading, where he told us to read Psalm 1 to 150, he said before we finish reading it, we see a great thing that will happen. That he said that even we cannot finish it, but we see what will happen. So this adoption is one of the manifestations of the psalm we are reading, which I urge Biafrans all over the world to keep faith alive. We should continue hoping because one thing is certain: at the end of this tunnel, victory shall be ours. Thank you, man, for picking my call.
Thank you.
Come and bless you. I sign off from here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and remain blessed too. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Johnathan. Good evening.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mazi Johnathan. Mazi Johnathan, you from different locations. First of all, I want to use this opportunity to the entire family of IPOB. You people have done more than enough. All Biafrans will appreciate the leadership.
I don't believe that. You know, when we shall do more than it will be considered that we have done enough is when Biafra is restored. That's it.
You are correct.
Thank you. Go on.
The area I'm going was that I was watching some things online. Some people were trying to blame and trying to make us understand that other members of IPOB are not putting effort. I'm using this platform to make people understand that all of the entire family of IPOB as a whole, you people have supported for IPOB to have gotten to this stage. All of you have, and Chukwu Kabiama will continue to bless all of you. And our leader, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, who has brought himself out to bring the children of God back together and take them to the promised land. He will see It is a promise. Chukwu Okiabiama will do it. May you people continue to do what you are doing, and we ourselves, all Biafrans in the whole world, we will also support. We will do our best to support this movement. We want to ensure that we are behind you people. We want to make sure that we support every angle. Anytime it is, we are together. We want to thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my comrade. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Why is this thing ringing? I'm not seeing it. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening, Mazi Johnathan.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. My name is Tochuku, calling from Biafra land. I want to say thank you very much. I want to really appreciate you, all your efforts, all the support you've been giving to our leader, and also want to encourage our people that there's this saying that nothing good comes easy. I believe we're on the right path, and Biafra is very near. That very soon, sooner than later, we shall get to our promised land. That's my little word of encouragement I have for our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is the reality. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Mazi, I greet you. I greet every IPOB member, and I greet those that support the Biafra struggle to go to this length. I greet them. Mazi, I hope I'm coming out clear, Mazi.
You are gone.
Okay. My name remains Mazi Uchennambe Menamamonyo Rimma from Ikeduru, LGA, Biafra land. I have a message to drop for the UK that came all the way from United Kingdom into Africa, down to Biafra land, to put Biafra into disgrace that we are today. Britain, you know that you exited from EU last year peacefully, only for you to create mayhem in a black man country, Biafra. I tell you this, Britain, and I challenge you. If you say that Biafrans are not well educated, can't even handle themselves, allow Biafra to go, Britain. If you know that Biafrans are not superior than you, allow Biafrans to go, that the way you exited from EU peacefully, allow Biafrans to go, Britain. If you know, Britain, I also have another word for you. If you know that we cannot do what you people can do, you white people, Britain, can do, allow Biafrans to go, to exit peacefully, because the anger in every Biafran in the whole universe over you, Britain, will bring problem to Britain, morning, afternoon, and night. The way you people have been feeding your people, it is we Biafrans that are feeding you people, Britain. We Biafrans are feeding you people. If you say that we are not feeding you, Britain, allow Biafrans to exit peacefully the way you exited peacefully. Had it been Britain that you are part of this Africa, had it been that I myself, I have 4 kids, I can travel down to Britain and place a bomb that can kill me and every
Mazi, please.
In total. Because you
let us be reasonable in our rhetoric. You cannot, anything you do, you cannot come out on air and talk it. This is not where you come
Okay.
and make. Please let us be reasonable. Please go on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for calling me back. Because the situation I see my leader, I hear about him, I'm not happy over it. If I air my view, let the whole world listen to what I said. If it is not good, like you have corrected me, I've accepted your correction. And I also place, if Britain feels that Biafra is nothing to them, allow Biafran to go. Let Biafra go peacefully, so that everybody will live in peace and harmony. And I have another thing, let us not forget our prayer. We have a 150-day prayer. I myself am doing mine. Let others join hands together, so that we will achieve something tangible. Please, this is what I have to say. Mazi, thank you very much for allowing me to air my view. Thank you, and thank you for the correction.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, it is normal. Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. Caller on Skype, on WhatsApp. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? No, the call just went off. Even the call on direct line went off. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Oh, David.
Welcome to the program, Mazi.
David, chukwa pia na kazi yake.
Gozikwage.
What? Oh God.
Go on. The whole world is listening, please.
Okay. I'm hearing you. David, chukwu kike pia na kazi yake. Yes.
Why are you delaying? Are you listening through the device, another device, or what? I don't know.
Chukwuebiema Goziagi Dede. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwuebiema carry and come. Na him who in life, na him get in life. Only wetin dey pay me na the small torture wey dey give am. Na wetin dey pay me be that one. Wetin make me dey serious happiness and believe and has that faith from God, happy with God in heaven. He show the world that him is a God, create heaven and earth, which is Chukwu Okike. Na him bring life, na him who our leader life. Only wetin dey there be say devil don try im own, but im power no work. As Nigeria and Britain plan wetin dem plan, dem dey use Africa kill Africa. That is what they learn right from time. But our leader, because God send a message, well, if you no set trap for bush, I no see wetin go make you wake early morning go to bush to go and search for your trap, whether you kill it. But our leader set trap for Nigeria people. He set trap for the world, because if I call Nigeria, Nigeria is a Britain. Nothing like Nigeria is not for Biafra. Nigeria is not for Duduwa. Nigeria is not for Arewa. And Nigeria is not for Middle Belt. And Nigeria come to meet Biafra. We are not going out from Nigeria. We are trying to push Nigeria out from Biafra, so that the children of Biafra will use the land of Biafra to do wetin they like to do, the way it will favor them and unborn children. This one talk here, this one talk here, this one talk here. Whether Kenya like it or not, if they say there is a spiritual something key person, so far they know that motor killer, that motorway killer, they must hold the driver first. we must hold Kenya forever and ever. Because me, I believe very soon they will see the death will coming upon the children of Kenya and their government. And their government, and their government, and their government with the people in that Kenya. Now that we know that God in heaven is a God, because already our leader don't tell us say the miracle of God to release in Africa, this is the last miracle. And our leader to come out is coming out with waiting, with Biafra. Without something not happen, you cannot see good thing you are looking for. God to answer your prayer, something must happen for you to see what you are looking for. A Biafra is a Biafra. I am not fighting Fulani. I am not fighting anybody. But I am fighting our borders, call themselves politicians in Biafra land. All the whole governor, all the whole small politicians and big politicians. Let them play well that injury, as they're saying it to the world, that in our leader has injury. If it's true, let all the whole politicians in Biafra land, knowing that they will die, we will die together with them. If it's only one person, that person will start, make Biafra start existing. When Italy, I am calling from Italy, when Italy fights their war to get freedom, their men die. It remains from their women. Their women now start having issues. That is why they are respecting their women today. When time comes, the Biafra will come. Anything that will happen, and this time around, this our generation will cause the war to the whole world. It's not only in Biafra land, it's not only in Oduduwa land, and it's not only in Arewa land, it's not only Middle Belt land, it's all the whole world. Then those people call themselves one Nigeria when the politician using language of waiting darkness opposing into their memory. When time come, who refuse to agree for the freedom will rise up to agree for the freedom. May Chukwu Okike BM bless our leader, no matter anywhere you are. If they like, they throw them inside pit. They like, they throw them inside lion. Chukwu Okike BM bring in life. Chukwu Okike BM have the control to command human being and command every animal and command every spirit. For that, we need to get hope. We need to start thanking God. We need to start praying that you, God, you give us this leader to take us back, to serve you according to our ancestors, serve you, giving them long life, and that is where we're going to, and nobody will stop it. May Chukwu Okike bless all IPOB as indigenous people of Biafra. Those that stand up, believe in truth, and follow the truth. Listen to my prophets, and you will see the kingdom of God. That is what we are doing. May Chukwu Okike bless everybody. Stand for the truth.
Thank you, Mazi. We say thank you, Mazi. We must continue. People calling on direct line every time somebody is speaking. Once the person stops, the line will be quiet. I don't know. It is really absurd, honestly. When I wait so that they will call, so that I pick the call, they will not call. If somebody starts speaking, the call will be flushing everywhere on direct line. And I will not cut somebody that is speaking to pick you. And I will not pick you to keep you waiting, because you are burning your airtime. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, my name is Paul from Gabon, Mazi. This evening, sending my greeting to Chukwu Okike, who made it for us to know that our leader is still alive, and you can see what these people have done to kidnap our leader from Kenya to the zoo. And I appeal all over the world. What I want to say this evening is that we should remember what our leader used to say. He said that when you hear that he was arrested by the zoo, we must bring the zoo down. We must burn the zoo down. So we IPOB all over the world must burn the zoo down wherever we are. And there will be a time all those diplomacy in all over the world should they will see us as I don't know, because he's not he cannot tell me that when people is asking for their freedom, he is not normal, while the others demanded their freedom and the freedom was given to them. Our own cannot be exceptional, so we must have that our freedom. IPOB all over the world, everyone should stand up. I'm begging for all the whole coordinators, especially DOS, should organize, should do something, because our leader must be released immediate effect. Our leader is not a terrorist. He did not kill anybody. Only that the zoo and this Fulani Janjaweed have been massacring our people, have been sending military to the civilians in Biafra land, and all those politicians in our midst, in our land, and they're supporting these people to kill their citizens because of politics, because of money they are getting from the zoo. I want to tell them that their days are numbered. Their days are numbered, because it cannot happen. This generation must make Biafran to be restored. We cannot going back. We are not going back about it. All Biafrans all over the world must stand up. All IPOB all over the world must stand up. This is the time we must rise up and do something so that the world will speak. We have been protesting for all over the world, for the world to give us our right. We have been protesting, we have been talking, we have been making noise for the world to hear our voice. But what the British can do is to go and kidnap our leader, with Kenya, kidnap our leader, torturing him. But I want to tell them that they should pray that something will not happen to him. Even up to now, the world will hear from us. We must do something. The world will shake. This generation is not the generation of 1967. They must understand that. So we are doing it gradually, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to understand that. And we must do it the way they will understand. And they will give us our freedom. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very
much. Thank you. Remember blessed.
Remember blessed. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on hold on. Caller on signal. Over to you. Caller on signal.
Alright. Good evening, my brother. I greet you all, Biafrans. I greet our noble leader, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu. I greet our ESN and all our volunteers, and I greet every family member of IPOB with the love of God. Mazi, I want to talk about the topic of your submission this night. That is the growth of saboteurs and betrayers here amongst us. It is about selfishness and wickedness to the extreme, you know. They want to be Fulani slaves. As long as they are the house slaves, you know, getting little crumbs, then they will be loading it over their brothers. It is beggar their brother syndrome they are suffering from. That is why. That's the reason why this man called Chris Ngige can come out and say that somebody is killing the Fulanis in the south. And Emmanuel Iwene will come out and say he wants to compensate them. But none of them is counting how many times since a long time Fulanis have been killing us everywhere in Nigeria and now in our homeland. They're not talking about that. And what I want to say is that they are not talking about compensating our people or taking care of our people, but they want to be in Fulani's good books. So I want to beg Biafrans of all ethnic nationalities to rekindle the light of communal interest, the spirit of communal interest. Fulani from Futajeron, from Senegal, all Fulani from West Africa, from Africa as a whole, we come to Nigeria and they be like brothers. Even the Gidan Fulani, the native local Fulanis, we join them to kill you. So why can't our Biafrans join hands together and fight like wounded lion and get our homeland back? That is what we must do. And my brother, I want to tell Biafrans something. There's a system. There's what Kenya is doing. There's something that will come out in Kenyan daily newspaper today. Nigerian government, it says that Nigerian government paid Uhuru Kenyatta and his ambassador in Nigeria, Wilfred Machange. They paid them 1 billion naira, 1 million naira. The amount is of no consequence, but the fact that they took money to do what they did is the point I'm trying to make here. It says the exchange for the kidnapping and the handing over Mazi and Kanu to a British citizen who did nothing to Kenyan people. This was said by Mr. Raila Odinga. So it's an opposition leader in Kenya. And listen to this, my people. Few weeks ago, before they kidnapped Mazi and Kanu, Kenyan government again kidnapped Salahuddin Gulen, a Turkish citizen. They kidnapped him from Kenya, abducted him from Kenya, and handed him over to Turkish government, just like they did to our leader. That's a few weeks ago before they did our leader. And now, don't forget the man they call Abdullah Öcalan. He's a Kurdish PKK party leader. That is a leader of Kurdish freedom movement in Turkey. The same in Kenya, they abducted this man, they kidnapped this man and brought him over to Kenya. So you see that Kenya have been doing this. Kenya has been in this thuggery and roguery. The only thing I want to hope on is that Britain, the Great Britain, the colonial master that colonized Nigeria and that put Biafrans in this damnable contraption called Nigeria that we are now, I just hope and wish in good faith that Britain will not allow this roguery to stand. What they did to our leader is unspeakable. He is a British citizen. He has no Nigerian passport anymore. He has nothing to do with Nigeria anymore. He's given all that up. He was born a Biafran. Our leader, our noble leader, was born a Biafran. But because of the thuggery of the British in the 70s and the rest of the world, they put us in Nigeria. And now our leader is a free-born Biafran with a British citizenship. They should leave him alone to go to Britain. If they want to extradite them, they should go to court. Thank you, my brother. Good night.
Thank you, my comrades. Remain focused and blessed. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Thank you for holding on. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mr. Jonathan, may God bless you.
And you too.
And may God protect our leader, Mazi Kanu, and the game of the enemy. And may God never allow the hand of the enemy to touch him anymore until he is out from there. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. I also pray for all the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world for their spirit to waking up. This time, everybody is needed. Let us join hands together and fight this battle once and for all and restore our Biafra. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So, Mazi Johnathan, what I have to say today depends on your topic about saboteurs. There's somebody who have speak before. I think he's the second person that speak in this program today. He says there is saboteur everywhere, even in the Fulanis that he have living in the north. They have so many saboteurs, but what makes it difference is in that place, Fulanis never give you a chance to grow. It's like corruption in Nigeria. You know, corruption is everywhere in the world, but they never allow it to grow. But in Nigeria, they can do it, put it fertilizer and grow it, and it become giant, become Iroko tree that if you are not corrupt, you will not have any appointment. So everybody is running to be corrupt, to have appointment. This is how it is in Biafran land, in all the eastern region. If you are not saboteur, the Fulanis cannot give you a job. They cannot choose you. Why? Because we are condoling saboteurs. We are welcoming them, worshiping them, bowing down from them. Even those who are not saboteurs, those who are genuine, when they see the way we condole saboteurs, they will be feeling inferior. They will begin to find connection, how they will become saboteurs and begin to sabotage their brothers. For an example, if you listen to what this man called Chinedu message when our leader was adopted in Kenya, if you listen to what he says to BBC Igbo, and you listen to what this man called Ngige said, and you listen to what this one called Igbo, how he's kneeling down and be thanking God that our leader, who is fighting for all of us, including him, have adopted by the terrorists. If he's in the Fulani, these 3 people will not last next 24 hours. To be sincere, if he's in the Fulani, 3 of them cannot last the next 24 hours. So this is what makes a difference between we and them. Okay, now look at another example. This man called Imo State governor, Supreme Court governor of Imo State. There is one film that is circulating in social media now, where I don't know if he's in the church or in the state house. He ran himself with the military and with some people and with some reverend father and bishop, and they are praying for him. So I begin to wonder, does it mean that these bishops and this reverend father did not know that this man is a criminal? Didn't they know that this man is did not win the election? Didn't know that this man is from 4th position to 1st position, that the person who won the people's mind, they have been knocked out? Didn't they know that this man is a saboteur plant in our land to deal with us? They know, those bishops, they know, but they stand in his back praying for him, condoling him, and those men around him too, they are people like us. They know that this man is their enemy, our enemy, including them that is standing in his back. Still they are standing in his back, worshiping him. So this is why saboteur is growing now so much, become rampant in our region, that if you are not saboteur, people will be looking at you like somebody who is not a guy. Like if you are in school, if you are not a court member, you know the way other students will be seeing you as somebody that don't know where other people are. You are in the wrong channel. This is how they see it now. So everybody's now running to Sokoto, running to Abuja to promise the Fulanis how perfect they can be to betray their brothers. There is another one called XDSS agent. SDSS agent is in Abuja. I think they said that one is from Delta State, but he's Igbo man. Immediately now Kanu was adopted. He's the first person the channel news bring out. He said that he thank God today that he good thing I have done to Nigeria. That in now the can did this, I did that. This is best thing that I have ever done to Nigeria since Nigeria was created. The capture of Nnamdi Kanu. I've just been looking at him. You may know him. He's pure Igbo man. So we are condoning all these people. If we fail to take out these people, there's nothing we can do in that old eastern region. They are the taproot of our problem. So this is what I want to put in your topic today, because you want us to say something about saboteurs, why we have too much saboteurs and others did not have. Others is dealing with their own, but we are condoling our own. This is the reason. So this is what I have to contribute this night. But I pray that we will get up and deal with them now that our leader is inside, and deal with them so that we do all these things once and for all. This is what I have to contribute. Thank you and God bless you.
And you too, my brother. Remain blessed. We must continue. You know, sabotage, people take it as a business, a way of making money, survival in our land. That is the difference. Other places, they kill them. But in our land, they celebrate them. But it will not continue. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Welcome to the program. Go on.
My name is Amadi. I am calling you from Ipob, Apara Kingdom. Apara Kingdom, in Obia.
Welcome to the program.
Obia. I am calling you from Ipob, Apara Kingdom, in Obia. 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 Apara Obiapo is in Rivers State. Rivers State, Biafra land. I think the topic today we are talking about is sabotage. Please, my brothers, I am a queer man. I want to talk to my brothers directly.
Go on.
Listen, it simply means if you're sleeping, wake up. They who can call him. Amachara kananobo anti yana because in the Fulani logun de bad. Omo wane niile onu bilite na ndị na-egbuchala anyị. Gọvanọ ebe ọbụla anyị nọ bilite. Amaghị ịchọrọ ize somewhere izovuru ndị Hausa gụrụ ndị Hausa Fulani chike ere ọgbaganụ ejidere Nnamdi Kanu egwanụ n'ọnwere na-eti arụ mkpọkọrọ eri ntụgharị ya na aka na anọ from henceforth n'ekwere conclusion na yara because of we this very time around next week anyị enwe ya malakala ambula ndị soma and that business anwe ọ bụ mkpụrụ oge dolam amahịa ọ bụla na-ezi anya ya mkpọkpọ court ọ bụla na-eme anya ndị mkpọkpọ court agbanụz na bankis agbanụz na mbuganye agbanụz na axman na-erishi anvụjakwa ha ndị ma gụrụ ụlọ ọgwụ ọ bụla na-abagharị nọsọsọ ugbo n'inwe erishi mbara ndị arishi a izogburu nwunye nye ganye awụsa ya erishi eke ankulezo ma gụrụ ikwu mekọta ụgbọ olu bilie de no hanu kan kolem kama ankulezo nyambo nwo diel. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. So I want to ask you something. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah. I hope what were you speaking is it a Panya or is it a Mandarin?
That is equal I am speaking.
Sometimes I wish for our people, honestly. The Fulani, they have almost useless us. When you hear, I am Ikwere, I am Rivers man, you think that is somebody that he come from maybe Urdu Pashtun of India. You don't know that it is your own brother. Only that yesterday they just divided them, created the state and just called them another name, and now they are no more. Sometimes the things you speak, I hear everything you are speaking. Then why do people start? No, I'm not. I'm Rivers man. I'm not Igbo. I'm Ikwere. I'm not. Sometimes we are the cause. I say not sometimes. We are the cause of our own. Our own demise is way, because I cannot see the reason why a Fulani man will be calling Fulani person in Nigeria will be calling his own another Fulani that hardly hear his language in Burkina Faso, his brother, that there is no problem. But in our own, because of they just called River State, called you River State yesterday. Now you become Rivers and Niger Delta. You are no more. It makes no sense, honestly. We need to have a brain scan of our people. I don't know. No matter how they destroyed our brain, no matter how they brainwash us, common sense will make us know that look, all these things we speak the same language, answer the same name. After we say we are not the same people, don't we see that we are just when the snail is being put into fire, I think he's quenching the fire with his saliva or liquid, but it's dying. We are killing ourselves for nothing. Honestly. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
Please,
thank you.
I want to say thank you. Most of the stories, I don't know much of them, but Radio Biafra has been my station since I embrace the truth. Because the truth.
Mazi, even if, for example, Even if you are born 1990, for example, or 2000, and you grew up after 18 years, you know, you hear your parents tell you that no, you are not Igbo. But in your land, in your family, you are speaking, the only local language you are speaking is Igbo language. Now, when they see somebody from Anambra, they'll tell you, no, he's an enemy. But you interact with him in the same language, you answer the same name. He answers Amade, you are answering Amade. He answers Okaf, you are answering Okaf. Now, you speak the same language. No, you have no other language, local language. And now your parents will tell you, no, you are not the same. I know. I say once you come of age, you will start asking your parents, this is wrong. Why is it so?
Part of the Fulani, they all just know that all of us are Yamani people. All of us are the same people. So we that is inside here, why we separate now? Because when they know too well that all of us are from there, we will see the end of it.
Thank you very much.
We will see the end of it.
That is why, the credit. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. If nothing, thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for opening the eyes of our people, making our people to be, to recognize who they are. That is, sometimes I don't see the actions of our people. There is no sense in it. Even I tried to make something out of it, I couldn't. Honestly speaking, it baffles me. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi Johnathan, good evening.
Welcome to the program, Mazi.
Yes, Mazi, what you were saying tonight in our last caller, you made a nice point today. These are our brothers from Ipob. They are our brothers, so not, they are same, our brothers.
The same way you will say, where are you from? Is it let's go by Nigerian system? Are you from Imo, Anambra?
I'm from Imo State.
Okay, the same way you will say these are our brothers from Anambra or Ebonyi. It's the same way. Oh, they are equated, they are our brothers. It's the same thing. We are all one. But sometimes, Mazi, to God who made me, sometimes I start thinking of this. I become even more confused. I say, why? I'm speaking. Okay, now we are speaking the same language. You understand me, I understand you. You have no other local language. Highest, you turn to broken or pidgin English, which is not our language. Now they tell you that we are not the same. That you are different. We are strangers, or you are foreigners, or we are. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't blame Fulani. I blame ourselves for accepting this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any type of sense at all. And they call themselves, we refer to them as Rivers people. Do you know that the Igbos, they have a Igbo union of Ikwere? Does it? We are blaming even them, but we have Igbo union of Ikwere, which means the Ikwere is not. It's just like you have Igbo union of Anambra. Is it possible? Igbo union of Imo State? It's not possible, because everybody is Igbo. Where you have Igbo union is non-Igbo area, for example. Now you go, we blame them, but we ourselves, we also form. My brother, sometimes Nigeria doesn't make sense to me. Before God and man, it doesn't make no single sense to me. Go on, my brother.
Mazi, what you have to know is this is a Mazi Digrams from New Delhi. All you have to know, after the war, we don't have this type of media. So other media, they use it because of oil and other things, and bring a name it heavy one between us and our brother in River State. I want to tell them, do you know my father's sister was married in Ikwere before the war. When war started, people from that area, people from Alo, they came to our home in Imo State. My father did not tell me this story, but from here in India, I moved from here to India to Nigeria. From Nigeria, I go to Alo. People from those communities, they're telling me all the whole story. They are living in our home. Even our parents leave all their home for them to be sleeping during the war. Then again, next week is an Igbo man. If I like, I will say the name of his father's brother. Typical Igbo name. Even their names in their own family, typical Igbo name. But I don't want to go for them because of a relationship between me and them. Man, those people there, they are our people. When we are speaking with them, we don't speak English, we speak in Igbo. And do you know that my sister, their grandchildren, when I drove there, many of them say they cannot come to my place because our people are doing ritual money. Do you know that? They cannot come. They're even afraid of seeing me and my people. Before some time, they come to Imo State. Now they are coming all the way. Because people, this is our theme, are acting also.
Mazi,
That might bring you some problem also.
If not Mazi NNAMDI'S Ipob, I go Kanu, honestly. Sometimes I look at this. If not for we are a diminishing race. We are a diminishing race. A race that was going down until Chukwu is a savior now to come and try to reverse what is happening. That is why the Fulani Caliphate are mad, because for them they have put us in their pocket. That is, they have squeezed us. When they talk about us, they say no, these are by it's okay, it's finished. So how dare somebody have the audacity to come from that race condemned race, to come from there and start reversing what they are doing? It is. Go on, Mazi, please.
Mazi, this our radio is doing a lot of things in our life, even bringing our people investment to home. This our radio has corrected many things, because these our people are doing film in our name, doing ritual film. This has still causing a lot of problem. But I hope from this radio they are learning that they're not doing that kind of thing again. They are filming you will do to bring a problem to your race. But Mazi, what makes me to call it this night, I want to tell our people who are entering Kenya Airways or Ethiopian Airways. If you enter Kenya Airways from India, anywhere you're going in Europe, they may route you from India to Kenya before diverting to anywhere they want to go, South Africa or Germany or Europe. From Israel, they will go from Israel to Kenya. From Kenya, they will go anywhere in the world. Same with the Ethiopian airline. So if you are a principal officer, anything you know, because now you have seen what is going on, boycott Kenya Airways completely. And as we are doing IPOB, freedom fighter, since we have been hearing on this radio, have a data paper, write it down. When you want to take something, you go there and see, thing, what did they say? Thing, what happened? If you see my notebook where I'm noting something and listen from this radio Biafra. If you want to travel from Europe to anywhere, don't avoid Ethiopian airline. Avoid Kenya Airways.
Sorry, we are talking of Kenya Airways. Sorry, not Ethiopia.
Yes, Mazi, see what I'm trying to say. We have to cut anything in Africa as of now, their flight, because
please, let us be specific, please.
Because of their problem.
No.
Okay.
Let us be specific.
Okay, Mazi, as I saying it now, all I attempt to say is we don't know what the African Union are having in their own way. That's what I'm saying. But let our people take precaution on them. And Mazi, one thing again I want to say, on our meeting today, one person asked a question, why our leader was adopted on 18th. Nobody knows about that. Then on that question, I answered them, we have a DOS. They are doing the issue of the day they adopted our leader. Our leader is not a lazy man. Once they intercept him, he must make a call or make a message. And maybe DOS, they don't want to make it open because they're doing the thing. Also, one or two things are hindering his movement. So everybody understand what we are doing. This is not time of asking questions. This is time of work. There is something in the said. I hope he said anything Mazi NNAMDI'S told us, we do it. That is how Indians will do to get their freedom. A freedom fighter, we don't want to hear anything you hear from your leader, you march. So I urge every member, let us use that thing we are doing as our leader is here. Now is adopt. Let us add more effort. Add more effort, coming out in protest. coming up in meeting, coming out in Twitter, anything we are doing, let us add more force. It is not time of arguing or saying this or saying that. It doesn't work on freedom fighter. Anything, any day, whatever we see, we follow it. Consistency, win the race. As our leader is there now, it is our duty to make sure our leader come out with a victory, come out with a Biafra. Anything you know you will do, start doing it now. And Mazi, our leader coming up on 26. Our people have to know how to program our protest. We have to be doing now before that time, because we have to march. We have to make it possible. We bring him out and we bring our freedom. There's no time to waste. There's no time to wait. What we ask for referendum, we don't want to hear any other thing. Anybody who wants to do anything, we don't want to know. What we are marching for freedom. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue, and we are inching closer to towards the end of this program. You know, as I said before, the saboteurs, betrayers that are doing things, horrible things they are doing, thinking that you know, they are making money or they are making ends meet. Let me pick this call. Call on signal. Can you hear me? Call on signal.
Yes, Mazi, good evening. I can hear you very clear.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Once again, I want to thank you, and I want to thank our great leader, Ahmadike, the Biafran leader forever, and the African leader. Mazi, I want to thank Chukwokike Abiyama for answering our prayers. God Chukwokike Abiyama has answered our prayer as we have been praying 21 days prayer. Well, on the first day of the prayer, then God Chukwokike Abiyama answered Daniel his prayers. And when God answered the prayer, Daniel continued praying until 21 days end. God sent Archangel, Angel Michael. At the end, Daniel has a victory. So what I want to say this night, Mazi, though my name is Obiakizu, pastor, calling from Biafra land. Mazi, you see, I want our people to go to the book of Micah chapter 3. The book of Micah chapter 3, from verse 6, you will see the victory God has given to us. I need everybody, when you are reading the Psalms that our leader gave to us, match it with this Micah chapter 3, where you will see the prophecy of our leader, that Biafra is a great nation. God has given us a great victory. Even at this time around, our people are saying, we do this or the other one. No, this is not time of crying. This is not time of doing this or the other one, but it is a time that all of us totally we move inside the room, giving God a great praise. What God needs from us now is to praise Him, praises and worship. You need to praise God, because when our brother was in prison, Bible said the apostles went inside a room, closed the door. They were praying, totally singing, until the angels of the Lord appeared to them. Now our leader has been kidnapped by the criminals. Our leader has been kidnapped by so-called his men, Fulanis and Janjaweeds. Mazi, today we were in prayers, and when the Lord said to me, go to the book of Micah chapter 3, I went to the book of Micah, chapter 3, from verse 6. Yeah, I saw that it was a victory. So all of us, we need to praise God. God has answered our prayer. So what I want to add this night to our people is, let us keep on praying for our leader at this time around. Don't say, continue praying, pray morning, afternoon, and night. At the end of this journey that our leader is now, he must surely come back with a great victory. God has given us that victory. I am seeing a total victory. I am seeing a total celebration in Biafra land. And all over the world, all over the Africas, we are celebrating spiritually. And by the special grace of God, Mazi, what I saw today in my vision, we don't have more than 6 months now to live and to celebrate. So that is what I want to say this night. Thank you very much, Mazi. And I want to pray for my leader. Wherever my leader is now, the Almighty Father will continue protect and guiding him. Nothing will happen to him. No weapon, form or fashion against my great leader will prosper, because he's an anointed servant of the Most High God. Mazi, God bless you, and God bless all the whole praiseful officers in the Biafra. May Chukwu Okike continue to protect and guide all our leaders all over wherever they are. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okike, I pray. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much, and God bless you forever. In the name of Chukwu Okike, it is well with us. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Are you there? No. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. No, yeah, this thing is connecting. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? No, please. No. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
You. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program. Go on.
Yeah, he's Minister of the Minister.
Okay, go on.
I thank you, sir. May God strengthen us. You're welcome, sir. I have just a little prayer to make for our leader.
Please,
and
go
before
on.
I can give my prophecy. Father God Almighty, we thank you for the life that you have given us, despite everything that has been happening to us. And you know that since we were born, that our hands are clean, that we are fighting to live and for our children to live. In 1967,
Caller was on signal. Hold on, please. Hold on. Hold the line. I'll come to you.
And in 1967 is when you bring a new leader to us, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that year they start dealing with us is the year he comes to life. And you anointed him. Wherever he is, Father, protect him. Let him be there. Let him come out with victory. And nothing will happen to him. Father God Almighty, we commit the land of Biafra into your hand. And it must surely come. In Chukwu Okike Abiyama we pray. Say. Amen. Nah, I thank you. Father have said it. Anyị jizi ndị a na-akwa mkpụrụ amụ. Onweghị ebe ha na-aga. Ihe na-emezi anyị na-achị anyị n'aka. Because revelation Chineke nyere nwụ. Dede ndị jikwa n'anya ihe ebughị ibu. It's only just 1 or 2 or 3 people are holding us. Why we are millions? And those people supporting them are just few people. And they are our own people. In the revelation, God showed to me, o gosiri m na anyị jidere ndị aji anyị. Jidesie ha ike na-akpọzi nwanne anyị bịa na anyị ejidele ndị a bịa ka anyị kechie ndị a ka anyị lawa. Mkpụrụ ụmụnne anyị tọ n'onweghị ndị ha wụ na-agbalagazi agbala ebe ejidegoro ndị a sị bịa ka ekechie ha ka anyị lawa. Ha ajụzie na-agba anyị mbụ okpuru. But na revelation aha Chukwu bịakwara mee ebere anyị napụta ihe ha ji wee jide anyị. And hụkwanụ na anyị lara. Dedo onye atụla ụjọ. O nwere ihe m gwara gị yesterday. I said it that whoever is scared may not live to see Biafra come. But once you are not scared, I'm calling from the land of Biafra. I'm not even scared. Because, my brother, I will not suffer all these things while my children will continue to suffer. It's a lie. It's rather that I give my life and my children will rejoice. But one thing I knew for sure is that I'm a soldier who will never die for his country, but who will live to enjoy his country. Because when we go to war, I hate those soldiers that say, I will die for my country. But our own slogan is that we will not die for our country. They will die for their own country, while we will live because they come into our own land. That is my prayer. Daddy, jisinike. Every day I'm anya na-ekpe ekpere na-arịọ Chineke bi n'igwe ka o nyere anyị aka. Anyị nwee mmeri awụrụgo nke anyị nwekwa ihe fọrọ n'ụwa. O nweghị ihe fọrọ na ihe niile agwụla. Chineke gọzie gbaa unu ume jisie n'ike.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Caller on, is it Signal? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Thank you for holding on. You're a patient man. Go on, please.
My name is Chisom. Mazi Johnathan, you have watered us this morning. May God water you back. You have been a blessing to us. May God bless you. May God bless all IPOB worldwide, all Biafrans, all freedom fighters, the genuine ones. May God bless them. May God protect our leader. Protect every man and woman that's standing up solidarity for him and for the whole Biafran today. Nothing will happen to our leader. We shall come out victoriously in this struggle. What I want to say here today is that okay, foreign, our brother say no I keep on meditating what that thing means. He always come out and say it. Means true. Some of us that grow up in the northern states, if their brother have problem with somebody, we are thinking then that is something of that they don't know something. We don't know that that is the best thing. That is the best way to live in that dungeon called Africa. We think that they are primitive. I didn't know that these people are not primitive. When they see their brother having quarrel with another person, they will join hand without asking what is the problem, start beating that person. Our own people, we will start asking questions. All if you come to football field, you that are playing the ball don't have to correct your fellow player. If you stop that energy we use to correct your fellow player, you will do what? You will balance that ball, pursue that ball and collect that ball and make your pass. We have our coach there. Our coach is the DOS. We have our captain there. Our captain is Chike Doziem. He is there with other people. They are the people watching the game and we are the players. You don't need to correct your fellow player. Inside field, when ball we are going on, that minute is too dangerous for you. Shut up. You correct yourself back home, not in this radio, not in a social media. When we go back, we have families. The whole IPOB, we have zone. Go to your coordinator, your zonal coordinator or your national coordinator. That is where you bring the suggestion. That is where you will bring that correction now. For now, our eyes is on this ball. And this ball, we must score this goal. That is what we need. Whether you play rough or whether you are skillful, we don't want to know. That is what we need, and that is what we will do. Thank you, my brother. God bless you, sir.
And you too. Thank you. Well spoken. Exactly. That is what we need to do. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Sir, can hear you.
Welcome.
Good evening, Mazi Johnathan.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. I greet every of you for your good work you have been doing for your nation, Biafra. Mazi, I want to thank God for the life of our leader, Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu, who God have sent for the liberation of his people. Honestly, the only thing I have to say is that may God Almighty alone, Chukwu Okike, who secure the life of our leader, make his name alone be praised. Mazi, let me start this way. We are into prayer this time around, 150 or from 1 to 150. Please, at the end of this our psalm, I want the DOS to look into this request. Let us have one day or 2 days and have a prayer the way we used to have sit at home, or we used to celebrate our 30th of the days. Let us have one day, we have a prayer in this Biafra land that anybody that voted for anything Nigeria, anybody that because you see, when you see these people running for a rally, how many are there? But when you see crowd that is following them, some of them are businessmen. They will come and call for Biafra or this thing. That tomorrow, the same thing people will go and vote. That we will have a prayer that anybody that voted anything in Nigeria, whether government or local government, whether state, whether federal, let that person life and his family unborn remain like Nigeria for it, because Biafra is already at hand. Biafra is here because Biafra will live a life as a Western world. But the person may locate himself one place that will look for Nigeria, that him and his unborn children will remain there or perpetually. I remember what you said sometime in your broadcast about our forefather Gad, when he left his brother in Israel, feel that he has escaped. Anybody that voted, is following all these politicians planning to vote, let him in his future and his unborn generation, let's have one day and make that prayer. Let it be an agreement in this Biafra land. That is number one. Then secondly, you see what is spending our mind is this. The main terrorists, the terrorists that are supposed to be in jail, Erufai is a terrorist. Sultan of Sokoto is a terrorist. Gumi is a terrorist. All these terrorists, even Malami, Abubakar Malami, Chief Justice, Injustice of Nigeria is a terrorist. The one now they gave police IG. He's a member of ISWA. It's because of ISWA is having upper hand. That's why they give him that upper. If your group, all these people that you see that are in Nigeria, all of them are terrorists. All of them from A to Z. Them, all of them are moving freely. The person that is fighting for Nigeria now, the person that is fighting for liberation of people are the one they are holding. But then they are holding a time bomb. And that time bomb is now to blow. Please, Mazi, what I want you people to help us to elaborate is this. Let today now, the Oduduwa nation have their rally in the Lagos. Whenever anybody is having any rally, then others will wait. And the day it will start, please have one day and lecture the indigenous people about this. That any day now they see rally anywhere. If it is in the Lagos, if in the Aba, anywhere. Let other youth, let Nigeria youth, what come over last year, 2020, this is the time again now. Any day they see anybody, because why? Our leader say we outnumber them. How many are there? These people that they are doing this, we outnumber them by 1 million by one. How many are there? These people. because when they leave them, when it happened to Imo State, when it happened to Lagos, when it happened to Onitsha, after Onitsha, they will go to Delta. After Delta, they will go to Enugu. But if any day that they want to, you hear that there is a protest in Lagos, you start every youth to start everywhere. Let everybody, nobody should wait. Give us order. That era has gone. Any day, because when all this thing pick everywhere in Nigeria, even the Odudua will stand up. The middle belt we also stand up. The people, Ariwa self, Ariwa youth, this is our HAUSA program. Let them tell the Ariwas, because all these criminal, all those, Mazi, you can remember last time when indigenous Castina, when the people that are indigenous in Castina want to have indigenous people in the Castina, you know, could you remember that man? I don't know what they did to that man. Those people that are being oppressed in the north now, all those indigenous people now, because when it's happening in the south now, all of them go wait. Let them, any day they see south that every youth is marching, let them march together. Because if they don't do this, the problem will frame all of us. Because Nigeria has come to an end. I am telling you, this what happened now, and this our psalm now we are reading. I have confidence that Nigeria has come to an end. Remember that a word said that him who laughs last, laugh the best. Nigeria, the other day, some days ago, the news broke that they arrested NNAMDI'S and they were rejoicing. But today they are not rejoicing again, because that time bomb they are holding, as it's blowing, as of that is help us and call upon every youth, because when this youth allow let them it's happening here, it have not come to mind. Just let somebody connect the youth, and anytime there's any program, any protest, and any youth will cut anywhere going for what happened last time in Essence, when others are looking for their freedom, some will start going to make themselves rich, looking for where they will lose something. Anybody will cut, any day we start any protest, that person will die, will kill that person, that place. That is where we are going to start. That is my contribution. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Johnathan. Good evening.
Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Yeah, this is in NNAMDI'S. I'm calling from my domain. I hail from Gocha. So, Jonathan, I had one of my brother who spoke from the Queen land and introduced himself. For you to know that, and you said that all you have spoken, that you had everything. You know, this is why we keep on thanking our leader Mazi Johnathan Kanu for what he have done to us, bringing the people back. Here, I'm in a foreign land. We are all together. We are all Ipob. But due to after the war, you know how they divided everybody. That is when you see somebody from the Queen land, you will say that it's not Ipob. When he speak, when he call his name, everything answered in the same of Chukuma and in the BC. We are all the same thing. So I believe now they have seen what is happening in all over Biafra land, that nowhere is excluded, that everybody that's Fulani is killing everybody. So now everybody, I believe they will now rise up and support what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. I've been shouting, I've been preaching, I've been calling people back home that everybody rise up and back Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only solution for me to be free in the hands of this domain that British created in Africa. So I believe now we have seen that Ikwere man, we are all one. We supported them. We are together. So I believe if this radio is still on in Ubocha, that the people will be listening and they will be waking up to know that whatever that is happening in other part of Biafra land is the same thing that will happen there in that Ubocha. So thank you very much for listening to my brother and for the language he spoke, which you understand. You can see that we are the same. Thank you very much.
Of course we are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Caller on WhatsApp, I think you're going to be the last caller. Please make it as brief as you can, please. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Good evening, Mazi Johnathan.
Welcome to the program.
Hi, I am Mazi Obinna. I'm calling from the zoo.
There we go.
Mazi, I want to thank you immensely for the effort you people are putting in place. And one thing I want to assure all the Biafrans is that victory is ours. Because our battle, our victory, and our hope is Biafra. And we want to assure the whole world that there's nothing definitely is going to stop us from achieving this Biafra. Because what we are fighting for is our survival. Both national and internationally, we are not going to stop. We are not going to stop. This is an assurance. We are not going to stop. Already our supreme leader, Mazi Johnathan, understood the supreme art of war. And that is what he has utilized so much. Which he has equally made us to understand. That the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. He applied the approach of, that's the weapon of truth, using the truth. When he was interviewed one time, I recall, he said he is going to use truth to destroy the zoo. And that he has utilized to the full, a non-violent approach. But despite all his effort, which he has put in place, these people has actually kept pushing us to the wall. Our leader is a very patient man and a very kind man, and he's a pacifier. He has tried all he can to see that he calm this whole situation in order to liaise and dialogue with those people. But we see to it that they are stubborn, just like the incident that happened during the time of the Israelites, the Pharaoh of Egypt. We are not left with any option, because if these people keep pushing us to the wall, we will definitely, because we are not going to stop. Biafra is all we know, and Biafra we shall get. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, and remain blessed. This is where I'm going to stop at picking calls, please. I will switch off my phones. Today I spoke about saboteurs, the growth of saboteurs our land, and I explained many things about our private interests, personal survival, which the Fulani Caliphate made us, they starved us to the extent that they put our private survival, they made us to know that our private survival is paramount to our communal survival. That is where the deception started. And people were not bold enough. People were not audacious enough in order to challenge the status quo. As of one time, it's only Sam Bakwe that was crying, shouting, working hard. Many people, they brought out many wrong, devilish mantras. If you cannot win them, you join them. It's no. All these things doesn't exist again in our lexicon. If you cannot win them, you continue struggling against them, standing against them. That is how a human being acts. Not, if you cannot win them, you join them. No. It's devilish. That thing is wrong. It's not supposed. It's all these things that made sabotage to grow in our land. You understand? Everything is being done just for money, for personal survival. Now we jettison our communal interests. That is why everybody look at in our land today. The most mushroom pastors, churches, I think in the world is in our land. Almost every 2, 3, second, third family have a pastor or even a church. Before you know, he go to one room, start even from his parlor with his wife. Because for them, man must work. That is true. But there are limits to things. There are limitations. You know, human beings, as human beings, we're supposed to be reasoning. That is why here we make sure we talk about usage of common sense or development of common sense, so that you can start questioning some things. Even if your parents or your families or your brothers and sisters are trying to, you know, there are status quos they established in your brain which are wrong. So when you're of age, you start questioning things. That is what makes you a human being. You understand? That is evolution. Using your common sense, it makes you evolute. That is what made the Europeans, they started thinking, you know, thinking in another way round, reasoning, subjecting everything to reason. That is why today they are flying to the space. No black African country can do it. Can't you ask yourself why? Instead, we are being controlled like domestic animals. Instead, they are using our so-called countries in order to commit heinous crimes. They force us, they make us push us into agreeing to do dirty jobs for them, like what Kenya did. What Kenya did, and they came out to lie about it. Can't we reason? These are the things that make us, we always, migrate to white man's country, and we are proud of it. You go, you sweep, you start sweeping, washing toilets, sweeping the streets in white man's country. Something you cannot even do in your land. Have you ever seen a white man coming to do many a job? Can't you ask yourself, why is it that you go to white man's country, you suffer as a black man? You are a slave there. But white man come to your so-called land, your country. Even if he's a pauper in his country, once he enters in black African country, he becomes a king. Everybody will start worshiping him. Do you know that many of these Chinese that are being given contracts working in Nigeria, in Africa in general, many of them are criminal prisoners. They are prisoners in China. You understand? Somebody will tell you he's a mechanical engineer. Oh, they give him job of building bridge, whereas he's nothing. He doesn't know that in China. He's nothing in China. Can't you reason, you that is hearing my voice today? Don't it touch you to always sit down and reason, why is it like this? What can I do? What can we do in order to try to reverse this thing? In order to make us come up to the world stage and be respected? That is what we are doing here. That is the basis of the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. It is going to be genuine independence. Many forces are fighting against it. Do you remember when our leader said that the hardest job on earth is they fight for the restoration of Biafra? Is the hardest job on earth. Don't you hear when he said it? Do you know what can make two bitter enemies during the Cold War? In 1967 to 1970, Britain will allow Soviet Union at the peak of Cold War in order to collaborate to sell war equipments to Nigeria, to support Nigeria. Now, because of Biafra, bitter enemies, world powers that were enemies, they became friends. They worked together. Something that is abnormal during that time. Can't you ask yourself, why is it so? Because there is something there. They don't want it to sprout out. Don't you understand? So that when we are doing what we are doing, you should have a foresight. We want to control our future, and you are sabotaging it. Do you think that it is going to, this sabotage, do you think that is going to pay you? Okpa Biasika, ask yourself, where is Okpa Biasika's siblings today? Maybe they must have changed their names because they performed shamefully. It's a shame. It's a taboo. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let us go back to our senses. The same way the Fulani, they defend even their killers. People, as far as because all of them are working hand in hand. Do you know that even in our land? That is why I love, like Mazi Johnathan, what he used to say. If he come out, he say, look, everybody have a portion, have a job. Armed robbers in our land, where are you? Do you see why, everybody is needed in this struggle? Armed robbers, kidnappers, as far as you are using it, towards one goal, fighting our enemies, not targeting it to our people. That is why the Fulanis, they are successful. Because they channel their energies to one place. They have a focus. That focus is to make sure that to convert Nigeria, make Nigeria to be their land as instituted by their forefathers. Ottoman and Fodios started it. Ahmad Bello, he also acted on it and urged future generations not to forget what their forefather started, and today they are doing it. They never lose focus. It is only you, because of your personal interest. Now you want to sell everything. You want to make sure that everybody goes. Once you live very well and during your own time, after you don't care what happens after you. You are very selfish. You understand? That is what saboteurs do. Selfishness, extreme selfishness. They don't care what happens after them. What matters to them is for them to grab as much money as they can. It doesn't matter. They are selling. They are destroying their own people. Do you understand? It's what made the little Hitler, Muike, to deny his identity, just for him to be a vice presidential candidate. Only. Do you see how primitive our people are? Every time I used to repeat this word, until people understand that our people are primitive. I'm telling you honestly. People think that it is when you are only when you are dirty that you are primitive. They see primitivity as you wear rag, you are dirty, you wear a cattle header, you are primitive. No. Primitivity is in the head. You understand? It's in the head, it's in your mindset. You can be living in 5-star hotels, you can build mansions, you can be driving private jets, but you are still primitive in your way of reasoning. You understand me? There's something one of the callers say. When Fulani, once they come, they see a Fulani man fighting with a non-Fulani person. Once they come, they don't want to know what is the cause of the problem. They first of all join. They will not ask. They will join. Once they speak their fufu, they say they will join hand to beat that person or even kill him. Now it's after I start asking him, what happened? Because he want to, help his brother to defeat their enemy or a foreigner. They make it common enemy. But in our case, it's not like that. You see a Biafran, an Ipob man, he first of all stand there, start asking questions. What is the problem now? Take him easy now. He will turn against his own brother. The way they behave, what will happen? All these are little things, but matters a lot in our lives. We need to change with time. Sometimes we say it's our way of life, yes. But as time goes on, we see evolution is how you model yourself, acclimatize yourself to the situation you find yourself. That is evolution, acclimatization. You don't need to be rigid. If you are rigid, you break, you suffer. That is the reason why, you know, our leader defended Mbaka, that baffled everybody. That is common sense. In Nigeria, you defend you. We are just we are fighting with foreigners. In Nigeria stage, anything you defend our own, because that is what they do. Now, when we come back to our land, now we start, you know, regulating issues, blaming ourselves. That is how it is. But when you throw, you know, the Fulani, they know all these things. They take us as people that can, you know, destroy their own. That is why Garba Shehu came up and said, Mbaka was looking for contracts. Little did he know that we have common sense. Our leader applied common sense. Do you understand? Please, saboteurs, be careful, because your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. People that are scorning the kidnapping of our leader, you know, you will cry. The worst part of it is that none of them will come out to give you alternative, credible alternative to what we are doing. None of them. Only criticism. They criticize. They don't offer no single alternative solution to what we are passing through. None. Niente. Nada. Rien. It is high time we stop this rubbish that is destroying us as a people. This is where I'm going to stop. Tomorrow is another day, and we must continue. Chukwu Okeabiama will continue being with our leader. Nothing will happen to him. I don't know. The way I feel, I know that there is nothing that this is a process. That is the only thing I say. I call it. It's part of the process of the Biafran restoration. That is what is happening. You know, we as humans, we see myopically. You understand? Remember, Samson said, out of something strong comes something sweet. You understand? Christianity you are enjoying today, without the arrest and killing of Christ, there will be no Christianity. You understand? So, what we should continue doing is doing our best. Continue, come out to do what there is a rally, I think, in Germany, in Berlin, on next Friday, on the 9th of July. On the 9th. You understand? At the British Embassy in Berlin. Free Mazi Johnathan Chinedu rally. That is what we are engaging in. It will start everywhere. So the people that is saying, give me other, no. You know yourself. Organize anyhow. Once it starts. You understand? They must hear our voice. And it is ricocheting all over the world. We are in another stage of this struggle. No pain, no gain. All we should do is to be resolute. Stop the blame game. Because there are mischievous people inside. They are doing their job, trying to make sure that they put some propaganda that will divide us as a people, as a family. But it is impossible. There is nothing. Nothing, I say nothing. And there are fault finders. Their job is to find faults anywhere. Is to find faults. That is their job. But the way IPOB is structured, there is nothing. Nothing. People don't understand. The zoo, they don't understand our resolve. IPOB is structured in a way that it is unbreakable. You understand? Thank you very much. I remain blessed. Chukwu Okeabiama will continue being with our leader anywhere he is. That he he will come out victorious, and we shall all praise the name of Chukwuka Abiyama, as we did when he came out in 2017. Remain blessed. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.